What's up, you beautiful worshipers out there? What are you guys doing, man? What's happening? What is going on? It has been an absolutely gnarly day of weather here in Tampa, Florida today. I invited a few people on panel, and as they pop in, hopefully they do pop in. I know this was kind of last minute, but I wanted to address a comment that was made in my last Bebop 2 video and just talk about this. So if this ends up being a really short live stream, then it ends up being a really short live stream. Um, but I want to make sure the proper information's out there. I'm not saying I'm 100% accurate here, but I think for the most part, you will find that these are the most common causes of motor stall for the Bebop 2. So let me wait and see if Steven is going to pop in here for a sec. I'm going to make a few adjustments to my panel setup, and we will go from there. If you just popped in, don't forget to smash the like button. I know there's a lot of live streams going on right now, but this is my last day off. This is my last opportunity to do another live stream for now. Other than this, it's going to be done super late, and I know you guys don't really like to watch the super late live streams, so it's all good with me. Now, let's talk about this motor stall thing. So the biggest thing about motor stall with the Bebop 2 is that a lot of times it happens because of vibrations in the motor or vibrations in the leg, and then the motor detects that it's vibrating too much, and it actually detects the sensor that flips it, that tells it, hey, I think we hit something, let's turn off. So I see we got 3 people in here right now. Maybe I'll wait another sec before we continue going. What's up, everybody that's in chat right now or that's in the stream? I'm still waiting on Steven maybe and Mike Brooks to pop in if we can get them. Ooh, I just heard something here. Mike Brooks just responded. He said, oh, no, that was Tony. If Tony wants to join us, Tony now has the stream so he can come on in. And what does Tony have here? Thanks, bro. Oh, the Q500. Tony is showing off his Q500 that he just got. That's awesome, dude. Hopefully Steven pops in here. So we got 2 people watching. Like I said, I know there's a lot of live streams going on right now, guys. I don't really expect too many people to pop in. If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. We're just going to talk, and I'm going to explain motor stall to the best of my ability. Jose, you're more than welcome to join the panel if you'd like to. What's up? What's going on from Brazil? That's awesome. Just let me know, Jose, if you want to join the panel. I'll go ahead and open a email and send you an email reply with the link, and we can talk about motor stall together. If you're not busy. I'll wait for him to respond real quick. So from Brazil, dude, what is going on? You guys have some great flying locations out there in Brazil, man. The footage that's I've always seen from Brazil has been fantastic. You guys have absolutely beautiful area. Came today. Your video made me spend more money. Haven't flown it yet. Can't wait. Tony bought the Q500 because I showed it to him or talked about it on a panel. I think he'll have a lot of fun with it. It's a good little bird. I'm in pain after oral surgery, so I will just watch. Sounds good, man. Well, I don't think we're going to get any of the people I really invited in panel here. If we do, I'll be surprised. So I'm just going to do this stream, and then we'll go ahead and shut her down, guys. So somebody wanted me to address Bebop 2 motor stall. And I think the most common occurrences of motor stall across the board is vibration and props hitting something. Now, I'll go into that a little more in depth. So a lot of times after a crash, a motor can actually bend. The shaft will actually bend, causing the propeller to wobble when it turns. And that's another big one that causes motor stall. So anytime that you take your Bebop 2 out, spin your motors, look right down the motor, give it a spin, and make sure that it's not teetering or wobbling. That will definitely cause motor stall after a crash. Depending on how hard the crash is, you may have damaged the sensor. The sensor may need to be replaced, which means just replace the whole motor. It's cheaper that way. Don't even stress it. Okay, you can order the toolkit on eBay. The Bebop 2 toolkit is fairly cheap. It's like $4 for the toolkit. Okay. That is definitely a big one that causes motor stall. And I think the second one is out of balance props. Yes, I know, guys, you really can only buy Parrot props, but they're not all perfect. You know, there are defects. They're made of plastic. They're not 100% perfect props. So sometimes you get one that's a little out of sync compared to the other ones. It's a little out of balance. That will actually cause shuddering in the leg or the motor itself, and that's enough to trip the motor stall. And if you guys don't know what motor stall is, it's when the entire bird shuts down, just completely shuts down due to motor stall. So you'll be sitting there and it'll be shaking away, and then the motor, you do a movement, like you go forward, you pitch, you roll, you go back, you put it under heavy throttle, and it's just enough to get it to do this, and that's enough to set off the motor. And what happens is basically it shuts the entire drone down because it thinks that the motor made contact with something, whether it's skin, a tree branch, whatever. It completely shuts the bird down and it free falls out of the air like a rock, no matter what. Okay, that's called motor stall. It's like the worst possible thing that could happen to your Bebop too. So it's always good to make sure that your props are in balance. It's always good after a crash to check all of your motor shafts, your prop shafts that are in there. It's basically what the propeller goes down onto and then twists onto those three bolts that are there, those three little nuts that you, or screws that go down, and then you twist them on. That's attached to your motor shaft, and if that's wobbling at all, it's definitely good reason for motor stall. And I think the third biggest one that happens is you hit something while flying, and I'm going to give you an example. It doesn't even have to be big. I've had motor stall because of the stupidest reason ever. Let's see if you guys can guess what caused my motor stall. I did hit something while flying, but can you guess what I hit that caused motor stall? I'll give you guys like 30 seconds, then I'll answer. See if anybody gets this right. Wow, that was harsh. Harsh. 4 people in here now. Nobody? Okay. So what caused my initial motor stall was actually bees. It sucks. They started flying into the propeller. Luckily, I wasn't very... Nope. Good guess, Jim. Good guess. It was actually bees. I think 3 of them flew into the prop, and one of them was big enough that it actually hit the prop, and it made that just the right vibration, twang, off of the prop, and the prop assumed that it hit something really hard, and it caused the motor to stall, and it fell right out of the sky. So luckily we weren't very high. It wasn't a big deal, but this is the reason why I tell you, when you guys are flying your Bebop, it's fun to fly close to the ground. It's fun to, be cruising across the water at low altitude. It's all fun to do those things, but remember, that's where bugs fly at. So if you're out over the water and you're cruising at 4, 5, 7, 8 feet off the water, and you're cruising at a good rate of speed, and a bug that's just kind of flying low altitude happens to connect with your propeller, well, you may run the opportunity of motor stall, and it's just going to turn off the quad. It's going to free fall right into the water, and that's the end of your quad. So I always suggest when people fly over water to at least be 25 to 30 feet high. Number 1, it helps the sonar sensor. Number 2, it helps the optical flow. It also helps with GPS. The higher that you get with your altitude on a Bebop 2, the less it relies on the sensors. And if you guys know, water moves a lot, which really throws off sonar, and it definitely throws off the optical flow because it thinks the ground is moving, and it just can't hone its position very well. So the closer you are to the ground, the more it relies on optical flow, less on GPS. The higher you go, the less it relies on the sensors, and then it relies more on GPS. So it's a good way to look at it. But so if you guys are cruising the ground, really low altitude, and you happen to just smack a bug hard enough, it will actually trip the sensor in the motor, telling it, hey, I hit something really hard. I don't know if it was somebody's finger, skin. I don't know if I'm damaging something. I'm just going to turn off. I don't want to take the risk that we're hurting something. And it just stalls. It just free falls right out of the sky. The only way to reset motor stall is to turn the unit off and turn it back on. So it is a fail-safe that was built in by Parrot, but it's a very scary fail-safe at the same time. I think to properly understand it will help you fly your Bebop 2 better. So just remember, guys, it will stall the motor, okay? It will physically say motor 3 stall. It will let you know exactly what motor had the problem. Okay, now if you are inspecting your prop and all of a sudden you see bug guts on one of the props, you can pretty much assume, if you're able to retrieve your drone, what took place. Okay, so High Velocity Savage, what's up? Jose Rodriguez. Let me pop up some of these comments so you guys can read these. Jim says, Jose, I just went through that last week. There you go. My Brazil friend here says birds. Nope. Jim said telephone line. Nope. It was definitely a bunch of bees. There was a bunch of bees that caused my motor stall. So we got 8 people in here now. The stream has really taken off. I hope if anybody would like to join the panel, feel free to come in. We're trying to stay more on the kid-friendly oriented side of things. We're not trying to cuss, swear, or get totally out of control. If you drop the occasional S-bomb or you happen to douche on an F-bomb, whatever, it happens. I understand we're all adults. We all say adult things, but intentionally doing it again and again, not cool. So if somebody would like to join, feel free to let me know. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and just drop the link in here. Feel free to pop in, man. Nobody else has popped on the panel. If you guys would like to continue this discussion or ask other questions about the Bebop 2, if I can help answer those, I would. I just fired up the meds. Nice. Mike, nice. Mike's about to be feeling really relaxed in a second. Drone shots. Come on, panel, man. Let's chat. I think we just covered the subject of motor stall and why it happens. Those are the 3 biggest reasons why motor stall takes place. And there could be ESC failure. If your drone just won't take off and it keeps saying motor stall, motor stall, motor stall, you can pretty much assume something is wrong with that motor and the ESC. Just replace the motor and keep moving, okay? So let's say there's 4 of them. Technically there's 4, but the 4th one is really rare that you would have an issue. I think the other 3 are probably the bound to happen ones to your Bebop 2. So got to troll you back, brother. Nice, man. Feel free. Actually, Nitrate, I don't really come in and troll you at all, bro. You're not one of the channels that I really have an issue with. Some of the other channels I do. I've left everybody alone right now, man. I'm just doing my own thing and having fun while doing it. So there we go. That was the Bebop 2 discussion about motor stall. If you guys have further questions, feel free. Top Wolf just popped in. Mr. Donald. Let's get him on. Okay, he is officially in here. What is up? Wow, that is a gigantic cat you have there, sir.
Yeah, this is actually the ex-roommate's cat.
Wow.
Seeing how it's storming outside, I kind of bring her in. She's usually outside.
Yeah.
So, what's up?
Not much, man. Having a really hard time finding a new motor that I really want to put on there. I had an opportunity to buy a 20 horse, but I thought to myself that might be a bit much for a 12-foot rowboat.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, the idea is to go through waves, not over them.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, we're not trying to go airborne.
Yeah, if you want to fly, you got your drone.
Very true. Very true. I'm not going to argue with you on that. That is probably the most accurate thing I've heard all week.
Yeah, so stick to the 9s. You'd be good.
Yeah. I had an opportunity at $400 for a Mercury 6.0, but it needed a water pump, which in my head just seems like an impeller. But the guy didn't even want to back off the price at all. It was like, all right, well, look, man, I'll give you $350. He's like, no, it's worth every penny of $4. I'm like, well, then fix it yourself and sell it. I will. I'll get $700 for it. Well, then why didn't you do that in the first place? If it's that big of a thing, then do it. I was just trying to get the $50, and I'm gonna end up putting into it out of the deal, so I don't have to blow the extra $50 when I buy it.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, he didn't want to hear that. I was like, okay. Never float your boat, big guy. So, yeah, man. The boat adventures will go forward at some point, man. Money talks.
Don't rush it. Take time and.
Money talks. BS walks, brother.
Exactly.
You can't even see that. Ugh.
Oh, thinking of which,
buy your motor.
I've been so slacking lately. I have stickers for you.
Stickers for the boat. Nice.
Oh my God, they've been sitting here for like a week and a half, and I'm like, every time I chance to get to the post office, it's like going the opposite direction.
I know the feeling, man. It was horrible today. The weather was just trash. It was garbage here today. I tried to fly. I did get a flight in, but the winds were probably like 30 miles an hour when I was up flying FPV with
Ouch.
my new race quad, the B flight, and let's just say it was all over the map. I was like, oh my god, oh my god. Yeah, it was bad, man. There was a big storm rolling in.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it got bad here for a while.
yeah. So for those of you guys who just popped in, please don't forget to smash the like button. You already missed the motor stall portion of it. That was the first 10 minutes of this stream. It was a very simple discussion. Somebody asked a question in a previous video. We got that out of the way. So now we're just kind of hanging out. If you guys are curious about the motor stall, just rewatch the stream afterwards. It's the first 10 minutes of the stream. Explains everything you should possibly have questions about for motor stall for the Bebop 2. So surprised we didn't get more people, man. Anybody else? I'll drop the link one more time. Somebody else wants to give it a shot here. There's the link.
Dropped in here for a moment.
Yeah. Yeah, that cat. What is the name of that cat?
This one's Luna.
Luna. Beautiful name. That cat is like, please don't do that to my face, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Please don't touch me like that. That's just, I don't like that at all. I have a theory about cats versus dogs. I think this is the way it goes. Dogs look at you and they go, man, you put a roof over my head, you feed me, you walk me, you pick up my poop, you must be God. Right? And cats I think are like the exact opposite of that.
They are God.
Yes. Right. Cats are like, you feed me, you put a roof over my head, you poop, you clean it up, I must be God, you know? And I'm sure if there was a diary, like if cats and dogs actually had a diary, I'm fairly certain a dog's diary would be like, woke up, I was here for my master all day, he fed me, we went outside, I saw a cat, somebody threw a ball, I wanted to go for the ball, but choke chained myself out, end of day, and slept a lot. I think cats are more like day number 752 of my captivity. Today I tried to trip my master up while walking up the stairs. Yes. It was uneventful. I was not able to do it, but there's always tomorrow. Like I believe that is the true definition of cat versus dog. So this is the reason I won't own a cat. They are assholes. Yeah. Cats are dicks, man. 1 minute they're like, pet me, and then you pet them and they're like, stop, don't touch. Cats just are crazy creatures.
Yeah, so this one's mainly outside.
He said cats are awesome.
Yeah. So if it storms and I have to come home and feed them when I get home from work,
yeah,
I'll bring this one in for a little bit, and then after it stops raining, she'll go back out.
Gotcha. Yeah, there's a lot of live streams going on right now, man. I wasn't sure if anybody was actually going to pop in. So to even get 8 people, I think we had 10 at one point. To even get 10 was pretty cool, man. Like I said,
Monday is usually a good live stream night.
Yeah. I waited a little bit too long to go at it because I was trying to fly FPV, and then the storm really rolled in. I was like, okay, that's it. I'm done. I have 4 other packs now I have to burn off tomorrow somehow. I may honestly just drain them because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a flight in. I may have to just discharge them on my hobby grade charger because I don't want them to go bad. Don't need puffy batteries, man. That's no good. They're expensive. And I hate to discharge them because that's not good for them either, but it's still better than letting them sit fully charged.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been doing too much. I've been just trying to think of future projects to do. So.
I got a lot of ideas, man. It's just getting the time to do it and the ability to go out with my hernias and do it,
That's the thing. It's the time these days.
Yeah, man. Yes, well, I have more videos planned for the 3DR Solo, which is something I really need to get back into. It's been sitting on the shelf for a while. And I charged up 2 batteries today. I was going to fly, but then God sent a storm that was like, yeah, right, buddy.
Not happening.
So, didn't happen.
Yeah, I'm fixing to have an awesome giveaway on my automotive channel.
Really?
Yeah. YouTube's not responsible for giveaways, yada yada yada.
Blah blah blah, and so on and so forth,
So
and suchy
yeah,
dutchy.
yeah. I'm just trying to get to 500, and then I'm gonna try and jump to 1,000. So I got a
Should I ask what we're giving away?
$200 gift card to get to 500 when I get there, and then
Hey, go ahead.
I got a $400 gift card when I get to 1,000.
Gotcha. Jose, there's actually a kit on eBay that you can purchase for balancing, and you can do it one of two ways. I think the easiest way for most people, obviously, some people are going to sand the props down a little bit to cut out some of that weight when you see where they're heavy at. Okay, but the easiest way to balance a prop is Scotch tape. Honestly, a very fine piece of Scotch tape that you can keep cutting or adding to, and that is a very easy way to balance your props. I've been doing that for a long time. I've never had an issue with Scotch tape causing any problems while flying. Nothing. As long as you buy good Scotch tape, don't buy crap. Buy decent Scotch tape. Okay, that works perfectly for weight, and you can barely see it at all. So see, he says, even Glennis says I use Scotch tape. That's what I use. Yeah,
Scotch,
it's very easy for balancing props.
not the cheap stuff. Got it.
Don't buy dollar store Scotch tape. It'll just fly off while you're flying. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Buy decent Scotch tape from 3M.
Yeah. Spend the extra $2 and
Exactly. I mean, what are you really hurting yourself on? $3.50, $4? Come on.
yeah, spend the extra.
If that's the difference in me getting my $200 drone back, I think I'll spend the extra money.
Yeah.
You know, Gladys says makes a huge difference. Gladys, you want to come in here, buddy? Here's the link, man, if you want to join us on panel. Let's see that smiling face. Yeah, I don't know, man. I forget. I think I watched a video a long time ago about how to balance props with Scotch tape, and it was so much easier than I thought it was going to be. Honestly, you can almost do it with any prop and a toothpick. Easy, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah, I just put the cool stick in my mouth. I'm gonna have to start every sentence from this point on with, "All right, see, here's what you're gonna do.
Here's what you're gonna do.
Here's what you're gonna do." All right, Michael McReynolds, what is going on? We'll give Glenn go ahead.
Yeah, so be on the lookout for my giveaway video.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. What are we giving away?
Oh, the $200 gift card.
Ooh, $200 gift card. Carpenter Rick, hey buddy. Top Wolf here. Top Wolf Outdoors or Top Wolf Automotive? Which one are we going with? Top Wolf Automotive is doing a $200 gift card giveaway at 500 subs. How far away are you?
I'm at 350. So
you're at 350 right now. I think everybody in here, even though there's only 9 of you, should go to Top Wolf Automotive and, I mean, come on, show the guy some support. You know, I'll actually post his link. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm kind of away. I can't kind of reach my keyboard at the moment.
I got you, bro.
Yep. And the video will be out in a day or two on that. So.
All right. So here is his copy. And we're going to paste this in stream. Boom. Paste. And there you go. That is Top Wolf Automotive's YouTube channel. At 500 subs, he'll give away a $200 gift card. That's pretty cool of you, man.
And YouTube is not responsible.
Yeah. Tube of responsibility, not responsible.
Not responsible.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah.
So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go over there.
Sub.
You're gonna subscribe. You're gonna drop a comment, and you're gonna win that frickin' thing. All right.
Exactly. Just the video will be out in a day or two.
Boom. Carpenter Rick says you're at 356 now.
Right. Sweet. Thanks for the sub. When I can get up from the wherever the cat lets me get up here.
Cat's holding you back, huh?
Yeah, you know, you got to show them some love every now and then.
Luna.
Oh, I got it here. earbuds in.
Oh yeah, I was like Luna's deaf.
I've got earbuds.
Not that cats respond.
They
Yeah.
respond to me pretty good. Luna. Hey, Luna.
So I will drop the invite link again here and see if anybody else wants to pop in. Guys, I'm all about staying on for a little bit if people want me to. If not, I'm rolling, man. I got stuff I gotta do.
Have you seen that Walmart drone they have?
ProMark?
Yep.
The ProMark, yeah. Don't get it.
Don't get it.
Don't get it.
I didn't think so.
You'll be disappointed. It's heavy and it's got straight gears and it makes a grinding sound. I'm surprised the thing even flies, honestly.
No.
A lot of people said they were really happy with the ProMark, and a lot of people had a lot of problems with the ProMark. So if I was you, man, I'd just avoid it. It's not a hobby grade drone. It doesn't. You're gonna spend a lot on it and get a little for it.
Yeah.
You know, get a Bebop too, man. If you're gonna go that route, you'll be so much happier.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, don't get the ProMark series. Anything. Holy Stone's kind of following that same suit. Holy Stone's drone prices have gone up considerably for still making only like simple toy platforms. I'm a little ticked at Holy Stone, honestly. So I don't know, man. I think Holy Stone should start stepping up their game a little bit more. Well, guys, got to crash work early. Okay, well, bye. We didn't want you here anyways, Rick. Choose your view, buddy. I'm just kidding, man. Have a good night, Rick. Rick is super supportive. Rick's been with me a long, long time.
Yeah,
No joke.
You gotta like those guys.
Yeah, Rick has been awesome. He has just been a very cool dude.
So.
Everybody says, "Why do you talk like that?" I'm like, "Talk like what?" And they're like, "Bro and dude and gnarly." I'm like, "Dude, I speak broish. What is the problem, man?" Like, that's I say man, I say dude, and I say bro.
Floridian.
Right, exactly. It's the Floridian way.
Have you happened to run across Mr. Hulk Hogan over there?
I have. I actually have a matter of fact here.
Oh.
I did security at his Hogan's Beach for a while. I got to know Brooke and Terry pretty well.
Yeah, my brother-in-law was operating a cafe, and he frequented quite often.
Yes.
So,
He's Terry Bollea is an interesting guy in real life. He's somebody you're not sure you want to hang with, but he's cool to meet once.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Seen one of his Facebook posts. He was in his '68 Charger, and guys were coming up to him, getting his picture and stuff. He's been pretty cool, I guess.
Now, he's not as tall as everybody thinks he is either. Let's see if I can click on this here. Is it going to open or is it going to be stupid? I guess it's going to be stupid. Are we being stupid? We're being stupid. Come on. There we go. All right. Well, there. There's what we'll do. Screen share. Share. And bam. There you go.
Oh, yeah. There he is. There you are.
That's me with Hogan.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he's I don't know, he's not hard to not find. He's all over Tampa. Like I did security over there for God, I don't know, 2 or 3 years, man. I think I was over there at Hogan's Beach, and straightforward guy, but he's not as tall as everybody says he is. He's got about 3 inches on me now that he's had like 15 back surgeries and knee surgery, and
Right.
I think they've taken him down a peg or two now.
Yeah, but he's approachable, definitely. Just ask. Always ask. When you're approaching somebody like that, ask them, "Hey, okay, get a picture with you or some video with you or something." Always ask first.
Yeah. I found Parrot Bebop 2 motor cages for $6 online. I got 2 spare sets. Nice, man. Heck yeah. The Midnight Light Company. What is up? Brooke one. Yeah, no. His daughter Brooke. Man, she's a big girl. She's not like wide. She's just tall and jacked. She's like manly. It's really kind of scary. He's not joking, man. Brooke is a big girl,
Yeah.
And now that he's got all these back problems and he's had so much surgery, he looks kind of decrepit compared to his daughter, who's tall as all God's creation, man. She is just tall. Very manly features too. He said, "Ah, I got a chuckle out of it." Yeah, no, but
Yeah.
well, having known her in real life, man, and working with the family for 3 years, bro, I will say, 100%, she is a manly dude. You know, I hate to say that, but she is a manly guy. But no, and did you guys remember the Bubba the Love Sponge stuff? You remember when all that went down?
Probably, yeah.
Bubba the Love Sponge when Bubba, and he had a good looking wife, man. Bubba's wife was good looking, but when he let Terry Hogan, what was it, bang his wife, right? And then he recorded the whole thing, and then he released it to a porn site, and then Terry Hogan or Terry Bollea sued him for like everything. Bubba's not even allowed on the radio anymore because the first thing
Right.
he did was castrate the pig. If you remember that, they castrated the pig on live
Oh, right.
radio. Yeah. And then after that, he got in a fight with another radio host announcer and got him banned for a while. And then after that, the whole Hogan, uh, Hogan and his wife thing, all that is a crazy scandal, bro. That whole thing just got blown way out of proportion. And then Nick Hogan got into that accident with his Supra with the Graziano kid who got half his brain scooped out across the dashboard. Remember that? And then the family sued him for that. And then his wife divorced him and took like all of his money and left him Hogan's Beach in 3 cars.
Crazy.
Hogan's life just went, yeah, pretty much. Hey, I can join. Michael Smith says, hey, I can join.
Well, join in there, sir.
All right. Well, then join in there, man. Sweetheart, I'm sure. I kid. No, and I don't disagree with that. Terry's definitely been through a lot, man. I feel really bad for that guy. He made WWE and WWF what it is today. He was one of the originals, and
Right.
he's had all that stripped away from him. Lost his Hall of Fame, lost everything. Like he's just had his family tore his life apart, man. And they didn't even look back. When mom ended up getting the money, I knew she wasn't gonna. The weird thing about that whole situation is when she left Hogan, they were supposed to get back together so they couldn't get sued for all their assets. She chose not to get back with Terry, and she ended up going for Nick's 23-year-old friend. She started dating Nick's 23-year-old friend, their son's
What it was?
friend. What's
Jeez.
that? Dude, weird, dude. Just strange family. Such a very strange family. Terry, I think, was the only one kind of with his head on his shoulders. He just had family that didn't care about his well being. They just wanted the money. You notice his kids don't stay with him anymore. That's because he doesn't have the money.
Don't have the money.
Mom has the money. So, yeah, man. Sad stuff right there.
They're living in mom's basement.
Pretty much. Agreed. Modern American Hero. I think TV series tore them apart. And I agree. I think that's what kicked a lot of it off, honestly. Bubba the Love Sponge didn't really help that porno they got. Then again, it was Terry's fault for having sex with Bubba's wife when he was married. So, I mean,
Don't do
weird
that.
stuff, man.
When you're out that popular status, you don't do that shit.
Right.
Period.
Exactly.
Especially with today's social media stuff. Forget it. Don't do it.
Forget about it. Well, I don't think what's his face joined. Michael Smith may still be signing in, I guess. He's got a picture of a stealth bomber. I assume he flies something. He looked like a young Terry, didn't he? Yeah. Yes. So what do you think of StreamYards, man? Does this seem to work? You like this? It's just easy, right?
Easy, simple.
Yeah. MX Rider, what's up, dude? You want to join us in the stream? Click on the link above, man. Here. I'll put the stream key up there again so you can see it. Boom. Who's that good looking guy? Yeah, that's me.
That's you,
That's me.
Captain.
Captain Drone Worship. I like it. MX, join us, join us, join us. I feel like having a big panel. Everybody's
Yes,
busy.
I mean, I haven't had any issues on it on my side.
No, I know it's been good. I hope they keep it in beta for a long time though. I don't want to pay for it yet.
No, stuff like this you shouldn't have to pay for.
How's that?
Stuff like this you shouldn't have to pay for. Make them, have them get their money on off the ads.
MX, I have to question this. I would, but I'm knocked up from a motorcycle accident. Um, I have to first of all, I have to ask how you got knocked up by a motorcycle. Secondly, it sounds like you had to do something with the exhaust port to knock something up. And I have to ask, was it exhausting? This guy. Okay. I know, I know. I've never heard of somebody getting knocked up by a motorcycle.
Not
Oh, man. That's funny. He said, I kid, I kid. Yeah, no, man. I had my motorcycle accident, MX. Trust me, I know. I I broke all my ribs, crushed my lower right vertebrae, fractured C1 and C2 in my neck, ripped all the ligaments off the back of my neck, and crushed my knee. Crushed my right knee. That was on the highway going 80 miles an hour. I jumped off my bike because it was going to hit a median, and I tucked and rolled, and I flew off into a bunch of palm trees, and it didn't work out so well.
ouch.
Fetal position. Don't ever listen to what they say. Don't take the fetal position. I probably could have stopped sooner if I wasn't in the fetal position when I was rolling. I should have just spread out a little bit more, or tried to, anyways.
Yeah, I got fortunate. I had a Honda 750 automatic.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh, auto. Ugh.
yeah, it was nice, but it was nice. It was real nice. It was like it was cruising nice.
Cruise. 5 speed or 6 speed?
2 speed,
Oh, so just low and high.
2 speed. Yeah,
So your first gear must have been like 50 wind out or 60, and then from there it must have been up
no,
to like
it
not
was
even.
like 30 in first, and then
Really?
yeah,
My first
cruising.
gear, I used to punch my first gear all the way to like 70 miles an hour. I could go from first.
Hence why you had a motorcycle
What?
accident.
What?
What?
What? I rode a FC 600 Pro Stock, man. I had
Yeah,
a fast bike that was power commanded. It was quick.
yeah,
I had a 1000 too, man. I had an R1, but I preferred my 600 over my R1. Those power plant motors are angry, bro. Those YZF motors, they are angry.
yeah. See, I wanted to get to point A to point B in one piece.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was fun. It was. Yeah, I drove over to Busch Gardens a lot.
nice.
With it. I'd had Sundays and Mondays off. So Sundays, me and the girl would go to Busch Gardens. We would see the shows. She didn't like the
Right.
rides. And then Monday, I'd ride over on my motorcycle and do the rides. So
Oh
that was
boy.
that was
What am I missing here? Oh, here we go. Let's see if I can track it down here. Dana, Dana, somewhere around here. Oh, there it is. You guys might not be able to see this, but let's see here. Screen share. Sharing of the screen. Bam.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, man. It was quick. Naked 600. Yeah, it was fast, bro.
Yeah, 600.
It was a good 4 cylinder bike, bro. It wasn't bad for a 4 cylinder.
Yeah, those things are fast.
I even like the Ducati exhaust setup it had on it, man. The rear exhaust underneath the tailpipe or underneath the rear light. It was sick, man. It was a nice little setup. I was quick though, bro. I was asking for a world of hurt, man. Honestly. Yeah, those were the days.
Yep.
What can you do? Oh yeah, bro. No, it was pieces, dude. That bike was and the worst part is I just paid it off 2 weeks before I crashed it. I paid on
Oh,
that
that's all.
paid on that bike for 2 years and then finally paid it off. And then,
Always something.
man, I got hit by a drunk driver on 275 getting off the highway. I was in sandals, didn't have a helmet on. I had like a short sleeve shirt on. I had shorts. I had my e-cigarette, my lanyard hanging around my neck,
Oh,
and I was just doing 80. I was just went to see a buddy. I was like a 3 mile ride. He was all depressed about something. I went to hang out with him as he had a couple beers, and then we talked, and then I left, and I was going back to my house, and then a drunk driver cut me off, and I hit the brake too hard on the front, and it started to shimmy the handlebars, and there was no straightening it out, and I knew the bike was going to eat the median, so I just jumped, grabbed the fetal position, and jumped, and yeah, man, didn't
yeah.
work out so well. I'm still
Probably,
here,
probably either or.
so I know what you're going through, bro. But imagine breaking all your ribs and trying to breathe. Every time you breathe, you hear cracking and popping. Feels good to be able to do that now. That was 2014. It's 2019. You want to know why I put on so much weight? It's because it's hard to control that now. It's you're very limited to your abilities now after an accident like that, man. I do what I can. That's what got me into the hobby, honestly. Throw a shout out to one of your subscribers, Scott's Drone Reviews. He's a subscriber and watching your stream and a big fan. He doesn't know I'm typing this. Well, now he does know.
Now he does.
Boom! Put on blast. Yo, Yuma Games wants me to shout out his home slice, Scott's Drones, man. If you guys haven't checked out Scott's Drones, make sure you get over there and do that. Sounds cool, man. Thanks for being supportive, guys. We should pull up his channel. And Scott's Drones. See if we can find him here. Scott's Drone Reviews. I got a Scott's Drone Reviews. Seems to be the only one. Thanks, bro. He's so happy. Let's see. Yeah, man. I got Scott's Drones Reviews. Is that him? I'm going to put his channel on blast if that's him. You just got to say, yeah, yeah. Am I getting some echo? Why do I hear echo? Echo. Oh, yeah, I got a little echo from somewhere.
Not for me.
TCM, bro. How you doing tonight? I am good, TCM. How you doing, brother? We're just kind of hanging out now. We're 42 minutes into this big, beautiful stream. TCM, you want to come on panel? Let me know if you want to join us on here so we can chat. So chat. Doing good, he says. Heck yeah. So, have you considered what drone you're going to buy yet there, Mr. Donald?
Yeah, the Bebop, most likely.
Bebop. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good little drone. You'll have fun with it. Cheap, easy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Want something kind of inexpensive that works.
New batteries, 25-minute flight time, GPS, all the good stuff.
Yeah. Good video. Decent video.
Yeah, 1080 at 30. I'd say that's pretty good for stabilized footage. That's about all you need for YouTube is 1080.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I don't really see the reason to have more. Like, it just defeats the purpose. Most people's cell phones don't have 4K screens, so what does it matter?
Yeah.
You know, it's not like everybody's watching, YouTube on their computers anymore. That happens rarely, man. Most people are on their device or their tablet, and most of those are barely HD capable, so. Where are you guys in Florida? Close to Louisiana? I'm in Tampa, so I'm way down on the low end of the boot area, or whatever you want to call it. What are we? We're like the leg of Tampa. We're like the stiletto. We're like the stiletto of the United States.
I'm Central Florida, kind of northwest of Orlando.
We're like the stripper boot of the states.
Yeah, we're kind of real Central Florida.
Did the drunk driver get arrested? No, the drunk driver kept going.
Yep.
That's normally what drunk drivers do when they cause an accident. It's
Right
pretty
on.
rare. Pretty rare they stop. Yeah, man. He said, "Oh man, we still got 9 people in here. Don't forget to smash the like button." Huh?
So the Bebop 2, what kind of controller does it have?
Oh, that depends on what you want to do. You can use your cell phone, the FlyPad, the Sky Controller 1, or the Sky Controller 2.
What would you prefer? I mean,
Whoa, whoa.
well,
That's
for
a pretty good deal, huh? I'm telling you, man. I don't think people give the Bebop 2 enough credit, man. It's a very universal drone. It's
yeah.
designed to kind of meet everybody across the board, professional, you know, newbies, everything.
So what's the Sky One controller cost?
Oh, about $100.
Oh, that's not too bad.
But if you buy the refurbished Bebop 2 kit on eBay, it comes with the goggles, the Sky Controller 2, and the drone itself. So you get everything for like $200. Island RC, you want to join us? I guess somebody's other stream must have ended. We're getting some people that probably have. Links don't work. Okay. Yeah, they don't work because you're not a mod. That's why I was saying. Here's what we'll do. Hold on a sec, mine. I'll pull up my channel, mine. Give me 1 sec, mine.
Not
We
a
got
mod.
we got this, mine.
Got to be a mod.
Got to be a mod. All right, mine. Hold on, mine. I got you, mine. Oh, we got 14 likes. Not too shabby. Let me pull up the comments here if I can get to them. The live. Why doesn't it show the live? Oh, there it is. All right, I'll make you a mod, bro. Add moderator. All right, now you can post your link. He said they are awesome. Jose. All right. Okay, Yuma Games, you're good to go. Well, we just recently found out that the Sky Controller 1 has, if you plug into a Donald, I know you didn't watch that video, and that's all right because you're not really heavy into the drone stuff. But the Sky Controller 1 actually has Android built into it, so you don't need to use a cell phone or a tablet. If you plug into the HDMI port and you have a monitor, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like if you were to run just a regular TV monitor, it actually has its own version of Android. That's the Sky Controller 1 right there, that big controller.
Oh, okay.
The size of a drone. A full-size drone. That's awesome though, man. When it's in your hands, it's just like, holy cow, this feels amazing. Like it feels like you're holding the actual controls to an aircraft, you know.
Oh, that's nice then.
It's interesting to say the least. I can't get off it. I prefer the Sky Controller 1 to the Sky Controller 2 all day. Once you put that lanyard around your neck and it just holds the controls right there, and you can just rest your hands on it and look down and get your flight in.
That's
It's like playing with a good set of,
butter.
yeah, well, you get it.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. This is not beer, by the way. This is ginseng and tea and honey or something like that.
Oh, good stuff.
I'm a mugger. I like to mug. Could be taken so wrong. I'm surprised I cannot get anybody else jump in here. This is cray cray.
Yeah, Monday's pretty cranked up with other live streams.
Yeah. There we go. Yuma just dropped his link so you guys can actually check out Scott's drones. I'm assuming that's whose channel it is. Bam. It is currently in the comment section if you guys want to check that out. Bob, what is up, Bob? You know what? You want to come on panel, sir? I'm about to go to Facebook and invite you. Come on, Bob. You know you want to. Get in here, Bobby. I haven't seen Bob on my panel in like over a year and a half.
Really? This cat has got too comfortable, and I'm not anymore. So
Sending it to Facebook, bro. Incoming. Oh, heck. Bob hasn't used Facebook since March.
you go. If you can.
All right, Bob. All right. You need to sign back into Facebook, bro. You've been gone a while.
I'll be right back and put this cat out.
John Ibass, you asked me a question on some video the other day. Bebop related. I can't remember what it was. Oh, LOL. I haven't even subbed to you yet. I'm going to do that. All right, man. Sounds good. Yeah, somebody else's live stream must have ended because now we got 14 people in here. Did you end up getting rid of your DJI drone? I did, man. I sold the Spark. The Spark is gone. I got $350 for the Spark. It was hard to sell too, trust me. Yeah, no problem, man. Tonight was actually a good stream too. The first 10 minutes was all about motor stall, and now we're just kind of hanging out. So if you guys want to ask questions, feel free. Or if you want to jump in the panel, just let me know. I can bring you on the panel. Well, thank you, sir. The support is appreciated. Much appreciated. Like I said, you can join us on panel, bro. I'm allowed up to 6 people in here. Right now, we only have 2. And actually, guys, I am having a lot of fun with this $6 game system, man. I know I keep saying something, but this actually is starting to surprise me now. I'm still on the same batteries I put on it, and it does have all the Mario games on here. I've been playing this every chance I get. I'm just having fun sitting here. What was cool was that you don't need to have a memory core built into it to remember the games, because what it did was somebody actually ripped the levels and put the levels individually on there, like Castle and Mario, World 6, World 5, World 4, which was pretty cool, man. So, yeah, for $6, this thing has 286 original 8-bit Nintendo games on here, and this thing's killing it. Contra, Super Contra, Donkey Kong, Super Mario Bros. This thing is killer for $6. If you guys have not checked it out, and it has a dumb bright screen on it. Just gonna turn it on, but it's really bright and easy to see. The resolution on this is just crazy good. So
For $6, yeah, you can't beat that.
$6, man, you can't beat that. And then this one was from the same company, and this was $14. This one has a rechargeable battery, but the screen's not nearly as good. Here's what this one looks like. It's good, but I don't know, man. This one you can tell there's a large resolution difference. But this one does also have there you go, Super Mario Bros. I don't know if you guys can see that. There you go. So this has the whole Super Mario Bros, but it doesn't have the levels, and there's no way for it to memorize this stuff. But this one's $14, and even though it is a bigger screen, you get character ghosting with this. I don't know if you guys know what character ghosting is. Do you know what character ghosting is? No? When you run with your character, you see like a small blur of the character behind them. They call that character ghosting. It's when you have a low-res screen that's not, or the processor's not quite up to the power it needs to be. Scott's drone reviews. What's up, man? No problem, brother. There is Scott himself. So I was right about that. That was Scott's channel. If you do this again later this week, I feel better. I will love to join you. Jose, man, we can always plan something for next Sunday or Monday night, man, if you're up for it. So just let me know. Thinking about selling one of my Sparks. Yeah, I say go for it and buy something new. Me and Mr. Merritt have worked out something. He is sending me a drone I've been avoiding for the longest, and I think I've been a little unfair to it, even though Dad Random and me probably came to the same conclusions. I think I've been slightly unfair to this drone, And everybody kept telling me I was being unfair, so I decided to get my hands on one, and we're going to see if I was lying to myself or if I was being unfair to the drone. So it is coming. We're going to give it a proper review. I'm going to tell you my thoughts, and then I'm going to see if I can hack the living crap out of it and see if it's worth anything. So I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but it does have GPS, brushless motors, all that fun little jazzy stuff, stabilized 4K footage, all that goodness. So we're going to see if I've been unfair to it. Okay. I
Test it
have a.
out.
Huh?
Test it out.
Well, I have an idea. We're going to see. Somebody might actually be able to figure out what it is after I say this. It has restrictions, geofence restrictions. And I think I found a way to get past those restrictions and go way further than it should. And if that's the case, it may actually be a fun new toy to play with. So, um, oh, of course, Island. Of course, of course, of course. I had an opportunity to get a 20 horsepower Mercury today. That was, he said it was running, but then he's like, well, I don't have the gas tank for it. But when it was last parked, it was running. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. Last parked. What are we talking about here? 5 years ago, man, it was running. Come on. Thing looks like it's been sitting in a ditch somewhere. I'm not that dumb. I'm dumb, but not that dumb. Could you imagine a 20 horse on the back of a 12-foot aluminum rowboat? Thing would just be. If the motor doesn't just rip the back of the boat off from all the power it's got. I thought about it. I almost considered it. I was like, yeah, I'm going to do that.
Oh,
On a glass day, that might actually be fun. Nobody said you had to go full throttle all the time. You could go half throttle, but if it's just glass, dude, then it would be fun. Yeah, 20 horsepower. That should move me at like 45. That would be way too extreme. Heck, 15 horsepower is like 37 miles an hour on a 16-foot flat bottom. So I have to assume a 20 horse is like 45 or 50 miles an hour.
rolling.
That's cruising, dude. With the trim settings right, that's cruising.
Thanks, Johnson, for the subscriber sub.
So what's that?
For the
Oh,
sub.
X8. The X. No, it is not the X8. Good guess though. I never talked about the X8 on my channel. This is an older drone now. Let's say 2 years. But people were saying I was really being unfair about my thought process, having never touched it before. And I'm normally pretty good at guessing how much drones suck before I actually put my hands on them, just based on technology and what they've done to it with restrictions. So I hope I'm not wrong. I'd hate to eat my words. I will if I have to, but I have a feeling I'm not going to be impressed. I'll start saving up. Yeah, exactly.
Just run the Bebop 2 and be done.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Run the Bebop 2 and be done. Be what's the range on the Bebop?
Mm-hmm. All right, so the Sky Controller 2, Dad Random went ahead and did the testing. I can't do it on my channel because I'm way too big, and I would have been picked off for it pretty quickly. Dad Random, Chris, buddy of mine, went ahead and tested all the signals after we talked about it, and I'm going to tell you which one came in first place. It was something I designed. It was my own setup. And so the Sky Controller 2 got him out to 2.7 miles away. Okay. The Sky Controller 1 took him out to 2.2 miles. And my home built Wi Fi repeater system took him out to 3.5.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah. So, this is what that looks like. What's cool about this? This is a very simple
Oh
Wi-Fi
wow, that's
repeater.
it. That's it.
However, it has SMA connectors on it. So you can change the antennas and put more powerful, bigger antennas on this Wi-Fi repeater. And that makes a massive difference when it comes to SMA connections because you can run 7 to 22 dBi patch panel antennas on here if you want to, and then angle those out. And I mean, basically, man, done correctly, you could probably take it out 5 kilometers if you had the right antenna set up on this little thing. And all you need is a power bank. You just plug into a little power bank with a 3.0 port on it. And you angle it, and then you turn on your drone, and then it connects to this, and then you connect your phone to the Wi-Fi on this, right? And then you just go.
Go.
Just pull out your
Simple.
fly pad, connect it through Bluetooth, and just use the little controls, and so
Off you go.
off you go, man, for a fraction of the price of either transmitter. See, man, I do have my creative moments.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Actually, it's really awesome when you do it with just your phone and people go, "I'm sorry, are you flying that with just your phone?" And they don't realize that on the top of your car you've set this little thing up and it's pointed
Oh,
in the direction you're flying, and you're flying with just touchscreen controls. And they're like, "How far are you?" And I go, 2 miles away." And they go, "I'm sorry, say that again." I'm 2 miles away. That's 5,280 feet times two. And they go, "What? How are you getting that kind of range?" And you go, "Oh, okay. See that little thing on top of my car? That's what I'm connected to, and that is amplifying the signal of the bird that's out there, and I'm just stealing the signal and using it on my phone." So it is funny.
who would have thought? Right?
Exactly. Put directional antennas, bro. Omnidirectional won't yield the same results. No, it will not. Because that's a 360 signal. When we're talking going range, you want directional patch antennas, all one way, fully flooded straight forward if you're going for long range. Omnidirectional is good if you just want to set that on the hood of your car and fly in a general vicinity around you without having to follow it with the transmitter looking like an idiot, you know. And that is the downside to the Sky Controller 1 and the Sky Controller 2 directional antennas. That huge antenna array across the top there, that big bar.
Directional.
There's 4 antennas on there, and they're all directional. You have to follow the thing with the transmitter. If you don't, then it'll start getting laggy. Like if you fly behind yourself, you'll lose connection.
Not a good thing.
So with this, you could do omnidirectional antennas. Set this on the car. Get your little fly pad out that you bought refurbished for $19. Put your cell phone screen in there, and fly with just the Bluetooth controller set up. You know what I'm saying? Same principle.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
Be done.
Exactly.
No doing pirouettes and.
No. Yeah. None of that craziness.
Awesome.
Congrats on the new car, brother. Well, thank you. The new car still needs a lot of work, but we're working on it. Is it reliable? Yes. Does it have a strong engine? Yes. Is the transmission sound? Yes. Does it have air conditioning? No. That is something I have been working on diligently. I promise you.
Yeah,
it is on and off, man. I installed the new compressor. I had AC for about a week. Got up underneath it because all of a sudden it stopped supplying AC, and then I realized one of the O-rings I had installed on there must have gotten mashed, and it had been leaking the Freon out the bottom. So now I have to redo a large portion of that job, but I had to wait until all the gases came out. So, yeah, we're still in it. Ryan, a.k.a. Case Nudes. What's up, Mr. D's Nudes?
Plan B on the AC.
Plan B on the AC. Yeah, I'm about to cut out the back window and stick a AC unit in there for a 5,000 BTU setup. Be done with it.
Be done. Little generator on top.
Exactly. Well, happy Monday to the Mod Father. My brother, what's up, everyone? What is going on, E-Drone? Man, we almost had 20 people in here, and it just dropped back to 12. I wonder if that was a glitch. That was weird. I just looked up. I'm like, wow, 18, 12. Something happened. Yeah. Ryan, what's up? E-Drone, you're more than welcome to join us if you'd like to. I can invite you on panel here. Copy. Close that. Here's the link. You wanna join us? You wanna. There you go. It's an open panel, guys. I'm allowed 6 people in here. What does that mean? It's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock here too, bro. Could be in a sissy. I gotta work tomorrow, and I have 2
Really?
hernias. One of them's blowing out my bottom side, so
It's early. 10 o'clock's way early.
suck it up, Buttercup, and bring your butt in here. He said, let me put some clothes on. uh, that should be your new name, the Mod Father? No, man. I don't want to be that guy. I am drone worship. I was original to begin with. I will be original in the end. Same here, I'm whooped. Y'all get too much exercise in your life. My plan is to do this, to the Bebop 2. I just need external batteries to the Bebop 2. The issue with long ranges, you don't have enough battery to get back after. That is not true. You have been lied to, sir. Lied to. And I can prove you that is not accurate. Give me 1 second. About to blow your mind, bro. And these are on crappy batteries. You're talking to the Parrot master now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And, okay. Records made. Longest test video ever. Alright, the challenge is out. I maxed out the range of my repeater. Blah, 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 blah. It kicks ass. This is the test. I think this is the one where he does it. Just let me know if you watch it and he doesn't. I think I can find the other one. Hold on 1 sec. Bam. I'm currently uploading a vid to YouTube. Should be done soon. I want in on this threesome. You're allowed to, sir. Just bring lube. Lots and lots of lube and oil. Currently uploading a video. Folks went to look at my air data. I feel you, man. I've gone way further with the Bebop 2 myself. Now I don't make those videos and post them on YouTube for obvious reasons, but it's definitely more than capable. And I'm gonna tell you the easiest way to do it, man, is to put it in sport mode. If you're flying in video mode, then of course you're only going to get 2 miles out, 2 miles back, and that's the extent of it. If you pop it over into sport mode, just go straight out, no deviating from your course, straight out.
Yeah,
Go.
can't lollygag.
You're covering a lot of distance in a short span of time. As long as you have decent batteries, man, you're going to cover some distance and get some good miles. Just remember, you can't activate RTH to come back. By the time you get out to that 3 mile mark or 2.8 mile mark, pushing that 6 mile barrier for the way 3 out, 3 back, dude, you're coming back in sport mode. So no wind, has to be a good day. Like there's a lot of variables here that you need to take into account before you test a range flight like that. But it is definitely possible to get 3 out, 3 back. We've done it. No, sir. 3 out, 3 back. 6 miles. That is my best so far. I don't think you're getting 8 miles, man. That would be crazy if you're getting 8 miles on a standard Bebop 2, not the Power Edition.
Have you flown one of your drones out like 6 miles to a buddy's house and then drive to it and go get it?
Well, actually, I wanted to leave a battery at my buddy's house so he could just swap the battery and I could fly it back.
Oh.
See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Check out my air data. Bebop 2 cannot do this. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't know where you're getting your batteries from then, brother. You're not listening to those guys on the forum telling you can't do things, are you? That's the first thing that they when I popped in there, I was like, you guys should see some of the range we're getting. And they were like, and then you try to prove it to them, and they're like, I'm like, well, fine, y'all do you, man. I'm gonna
That's
do
why I
me.
never forums.
I don't get into the Facebook stuff, man. You know, I'm telling you, every time they said I couldn't do it, I would conquer that and then go for the next thing. You know, just gotta apply yourself, bro. I'm curious though, Midnight. I'm not trying to take a hack at you, bro. I just, is there a way you can share that flight data with me here? Let me see what you're coming up with. Style 87 at g.com. Bam. There's my email address. Feel free to send me an email with your flight data. I will check it out afterwards. We will get connected. And if I have saved any of my 6 mile flights, I'd be more than happy to show you. I think I may have one in a Google Drive folder just on hand in case this ever happened. Why is taking E-drone so long? My new Wi-Fi is amazing.
E-drone.
No, because you have to. What?
I just subscribed to E-drone.
You can't reconnect. What? Why do you say you can't reconnect? I don't have that issue. Are you not running custom firmware on your Bebop too, man? Have you not downloaded the app that allows you to play with the parameters and the protocols and all that stuff? I feel like me and Midnight Light need to get connected, man. I have a ton of software I could pawn off on you, man, that might actually blow your mind. You gotta. There's in-depth things you can really do with the Bebop too. The 4G LTE mod was just the start of what you can actually do with these things. They're about as close as you can get to open source, like the Solo. Soon, brother. Just have to finish uploading. Soon, very soon. Mm-mm. I'm not talking about a flight plan, man. I'm talking about having signal the whole time. There's two ways you can do it. You can amplify the signal with one of these and use your Sky Controller too and pull on its two signal arrays. Like I said, man, I feel like you're cutting yourself really short here on what your capabilities are. There's a reason that the Sky Controller 1 has a USB port. Have you considered that? Twice the signal. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about 6 miles out and 6 miles back. Yes. It may be really hard to get reconnected at 6 miles, but I've done it at 2.
6 miles is a long way.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying fly straight out 6 miles and land. I'm saying go out 3, come back 3.
Back. Yeah.
Right. You know, if you're 6 miles out, there's no way in hell it's going to reconnect. Flight plan's a little different, but if you're like physically going 6 miles away, I think the best connect I've ever had was that 2 mile marker. You can reconnect to your Sky Controller at 2 miles. 3 would be pushing it, I think.
That's a long way.
That's
That's a long way.
That's a long way.
That's a long.
I don't know. My Solo can do it. That's been on a 6 mile flight before.
Yeah, but what's the how high can you go?
Oh, the Solo? High. There's no restrictions on it because it's open source. You can turn all that off.
No, the Bebop 2.
Oh, the Bebop 2 is well, I think the highest you can go without adjusting the custom firmware is like 150 meters from your current takeoff point. So elevation has a lot to do with it. So let's say you wanted to go to the top of a mountain, but you started at the base, and the base is higher than 400 feet. Yeah, it's not actually. There's only one way to really do it properly, is to start at the base and aim the quad at the mountain, because then it starts reading the elevation and it'll allow you to go to the top of the mountain. If you just try to go straight up from your takeoff point up without trying to go towards the mountain first, then it's gonna range cap you at the 400 foot, or well, I guess 150 meters. 124 or 125 is 400 feet. So I don't know. It's interesting how it works. The control is there. Yes. Damn good points, he says. I'm talking about 6 miles out and back, brother. Oh, did we lose him? The controller there and back isn't happening.
Damn.
Scott's drone reviews.
Yeah.
The E-drone, 5 more minutes. Okay. Dude, your internet sucks. You said it was good. It sucks. My video would have uploaded 3 times over this already. It sucks. But no. So anytime you want to go up an object or get to the top of something so you can fly 400 feet from your takeoff point, always head towards it. If it's a mountain range, it's going to read through elevation. If it's a tower or something like that, trust me, it's not in the maps. The maps is not reading the elevation of the tower. You're going to be capped at your 400 foot altitude range. But if it's a mountain, it's registered on Google Maps. Okay, they have that entire land layout, so they know what it is. So if you start traveling towards it, it'll allow you to go up, and once you get up to the top, then you can go 400 feet above that object. So technically, you could go pretty high. Like when I flew up into the Smoky Mountains, right? To get to the top of this one mountain, it was like 1,100 feet high, just high, right? And then I was able to go 400 feet over the top of that. And I was up there, man, almost 2,000 feet. And I was like, holy crap, this is really high. You know, this is like stupid high. There's no reason to be this high. I burned almost that much battery coming back down. Like as soon as I got up that high, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to start coming back down. I leveled my battery trying to do this climb, you know? You have to remember the Solo is almost 4 pounds of bird. It's heavy. So, you know, it's only gets roughly a 15-minute flight time anyways. So you're burning a lot of energy trying to get up to that altitude, you know. Drone worship, do you think FLIR will plug into Bebop 2 same port? I don't know, man. The FLIR camera wasn't really designed. I mean, I know they have a FLIR setup for the Bebop 2. But I don't know if it's for the prosumer grade drone or if it's actually for the consumer grade market. I would have to look deeper into that, man. I don't want to give you advice on something that I don't quite know about, you know. Oh, and by the way, you can only go 400 feet above the object if you are a 107 pilot. Hobbyists do not get that ability. You are range capped at 400 feet. If you want to go higher than that object, you have to hike halfway up the mountain. Okay? That's just a reminder for you. Okay? You don't get to do those things. That is 107 exemption 333 pilots get to do that kind of cool stuff. I did this before it was an issue. Now it's an issue. You can't do those types of things anymore. Okay? So don't do that unless you're a 107.
So you just got to get your license, right?
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's only a restriction if you get caught, right?
Well, if you upload to Facebook or YouTube, there's a lot of people that want to turn other people in. So
right, yeah, it's only.
In my entire time on YouTube, I have had 9 videos turned in. Okay? Out of those 9, only 2 of them ever stuck. And I did a video about the 2 that stuck, and that was because of Busch Gardens.
Got into Busch Gardens a little bit, did you?
What's that?
Got into Busch Gardens a little bit, did you?
I didn't. I never crossed. Okay, so at the time I was flying a Hubsan H501S, and there's no tiltable camera up or down, right? You can't look down, you can't look up. It's just a fixed camera. And it's a GPS bird, and it's got a 20-minute flight time, blah, 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 blah. But I was flying, and I crossed the road, okay? right? And I never actually went on Busch Gardens property, but because of the way they set the camera up, it looks like I'm on their property, right? And there's no way for me to prove that I wasn't because I can't look down with the camera. Now I can physically stand in the parking lot and see that I'm not above it or on it, you know what I mean? But the way they do the camera is they zoom in on the lens so everything kind of looks exploded. And so it looks like you're actually flying into the park, and so I got stuck with it. It was really expensive, man. I think by the time I was done, I was at $640 in fines.
Oops.
Okay, so one for Busch Gardens, and the only reason they turned in my video is because they were building the roller coaster at the time, so they were watching everybody's movements and trying to make sure nobody was releasing early information about the cheetah hunt at the time. Okay, and number two was for flying over the road, which impeded me. So I got two infractions in one go. All right. What can you do, man? I paid my fines. I moved on.
Yeah.
I told them I wasn't going to take my video down, so those videos are still up. I told them I paid for the video. It's mine now.
That's right.
I'm not taking it down. If you tell me I owe you money and that's it, and that's my consequences, then I'm not going to remove the video. It's going to stay up. I paid for that video now. It's mine. It's my copyrighted content. It's my sourcing. Deal with it. Did Busch Gardens really get anything out of this? No. I paid for it. Okay. All right. The Midnight Light Company says, brother, now you are talking my language, and I genuinely have no experience modding the Bebop 2 like that. Sweet. I added the 4-watt amp to my Sky controller. Nice. I don't know why you went. Heck, 1 watt is a lot of power, bro. 4 watts seems extremely like a lot.
You want to go what you
really
can.
far, huh?
Well,
let's see here.
over there'd be no interference.
Let's kind of one. Never pushed the envelope before I sold it. I didn't know you could get into the Bebop 2 like you can with the Mavic. As far as the soft mods, this is actually music to my ears. I thought it would have to be done with hardware and amps. No, man, there is a whole group of guys on Facebook dedicated to tinkering, tampering, and modifying with the firmware and the coding. Somebody hacked the Bebop 2 almost a year and a half ago, and since then, those guys have gotten really in depth. Anthony Vlogs is one of them. If you go to Anthony Vlogs YouTube channel, he will show you how to adjust camera protocols, dude, it's in depth now, man. These guys have done some creative work. They do very good work, honestly. They're doing God's work if you're a drone pilot. So if you ever wanted to really push the abilities of the Bebop 2, there are guys out there that can show you how to do that. I'm happy with what it's got already. I don't see the reason to really go too far in depth. There may be at some point, if the FLIR setup does work, I'd like to be able to attach third-party FLIR to it so I can choose my FLIR camera as opposed to what they offer. That I might look into if we can ever make that a thing. But like I said, man, I really don't see the reason to do it. I mean, I'm already getting crazy range out of mine. I try not to break the rules as much as possible. I'm not saying I don't, but I try not to as much as possible. I am a larger channel. I can't really get away with half the stuff that other people do, obviously. There's a reason I don't do range tests anymore on my channel. Now that the restrictions have gotten a lot harder to deal with, I am just asking for someone to turn me in now every time I do a range flight, So it is what it is. Yeah, dude, those updates do suck. But yes, man, you can go to the Bebop 2 mod shop on Facebook, and they will answer any questions you have about wanting to adjust anything built into the drone. I saw your video on the Z160 Wi-Fi repeater. Here it is, the Wi-Fi extender, and I cannot find it anywhere. Where else can I buy for a range extender? Yeah, I'm still a hobbyist, Bill. Absolutely, man. That's what this is about. John, the issue is, man, that I have never found another Wi-Fi repeater that can do what this can do. There's a reason I haven't given it away or sold it with any of my other drones. This is a one-of-a-kind Wi-Fi repeater. I've never found anything that matches it. It sucks the company doesn't produce it anymore. It's if I ever come across this again, I'll do a whole video about it because this thing changes the way we do things with Wi-Fi birds. Just having this means I can attach this to every Wi-Fi drone that I have and extend the range on it. I don't need special controllers to do it. If I can fly it with my phone app or any of the above, then this thing really changes uh, the ability. So I don't get rid of it. I just keep it. If you guys find one on eBay, get yourself one. It's the Z160 Wi-Fi repeater. Um, just it's an amazing little Wi-Fi repeater. You can choose any SMA connection antennas you want to and attach to it. And yeah, totally worth the price. I think I paid $12 for it when it first came out. now you can't find them anywhere. Nobody will part with them. It's like the Toyota Supra of the drone world when it comes to Wi-Fi repeaters, you know. Ah, well, I don't know what happened to eDrone. 5 minutes, and that was at 10:15, and then eDrone just disappeared. Bill, you want to come in here? I'm gonna invite Bill. Mm-hmm. Let's see if we can get anybody else in here. Oh, whoa, there's eDrone. Bam, eDrone.
What's up, guys? eDrone.
Let's see if we can get anybody else in here. I'm pasting it again. Bam. See if anybody else wants to join while I'm at it.
What's going on, brother?
Not much, man. Good to see you. Yo, the Mobula 7 is kicking our butt, dude. Ever since we switched over to FlySky, it does not want to fly right. It flies for about 2 seconds and then it starts beeping really bad, and it says it's got problems. So, I don't know, man. So we're working on it.
FlySky I have not had really much luck with.
We're working on it, man. Hopefully at some point we'll get it in the air. If not, I'll just order a whole new board for it. We'll start over from scratch. So
yeah, you know, I had an issue with the Mobula 7 and the beeping you're talking about, and I ended up having to go back to a earlier firmware version.
That's what we did, and it still didn't fix it. Brian read up about it and still said it was having an issue after we did it. So
yeah. Gotcha.
Like Chris with Never Drop Stein. That's awesome.
Yeah, sorry for the delay. I have had the worst luck with this review video of this Red Devil, man. I'm telling you, this thing has like some demonic devil powers in it, because I have had the worst of luck trying to get this video done.
Really?
But I finally got it done. It's uploaded. Thank goodness.
Nice.
So, yeah, it should be live tonight.
Okay, what does he say? John Ibass says, thinking this can extend the Bluetooth range of my Aton Traxxas, get up to 45 miles per hour, and the app disconnects. Oh, man, the Aton up to 45 miles per hour and the app disconnects. Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't, you said Bluetooth? I didn't realize the Aton ran on any kind of Bluetooth. I've never. Have you flown the Aton at all? No? Okay. I know. I haven't either. I can't give him advice on something I have no idea about.
So you found a new platform, huh?
Yeah, man.
This looks really nice.
Yeah, it's not too shabby. It's, you know, man, we all knew Google Hangouts was about done. Even though I prefer Google Hangouts to this, I'm dealing with this. This is something I had to make the adjustment. There's no other way to do it. So once you get signed in, it's really easy.
Yeah, see that.
I love this Never Drop Stein guy here. This drone worship. Daddy, please don't ignore me, Daddy.
Why am I not seeing it?
You can't, actually. The only person that can see it is me, unless you do your pop out like you normally would on YouTube. So I can post it if you want to read it. I can pop it up if anybody says anything to you.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah.
I see it now when you popped it out.
Right. I can pop it out for you guys so you can see it, but you can't. The only thing we can do is private comment with me, and I'm the only one that can see the comments on YouTube.
Promise you'll pop it out for me?
I'll pop it out for you, dude. Just ask, big guy.
Yeah.
That sounded kind of dirty.
It did, and it was, and it will be. Yeah.
Guess what I got, my friend?
What'd you get?
Ooh.
Ooh. Rapid fire goggle module. Very nice.
I haven't even taken it out of the box yet, man. I've been so daggone busy. But it's coming. So I have to update you, my friend, because a lot of new things have happened. So I actually moved.
I knew that.
Yes. I have my own apartment now.
And you left the wife, which means you are a free man to conquer the vaginal activity again.
Yes, I am.
Boom, sir.
I have met someone already.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Really?
And
What's his name?
Reba. No.
That was a good one, man. That was good. That was quick thinking. I got to give it to you.
Yeah. So she's awesome. She loves drones, and so does her daughter. So it's been awesome.
So you're gonna make that Facebook flying dilly drone?
So yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We want to try that out, man.
Baby's arm holding an apple. I'm with it.
Yeah. You see, I got the drone wall already put up.
Yeah.
And hopefully she'll be full, before long.
Very nice. Now, let's see here. What's crazy range? And let's just say hypothetically because of nonsense. I don't know what he's talking about though. We got to go back to. What do you think he's talking about?
How far are you talking about?
Yeah, but I'm talking
the repeater.
Bebop. Oh, the repeater. Oh God, dude. I mean, I don't know. It really depends. We've seen it go. I don't know. Heck, we've seen it go 3 miles away without issue, and that was only on 7 dBi patch antennas. And I still had full-fledged FPV. We turned around because of battery restrictions. So I'm assuming it'll go further than that.
And that's the issue that I have with the Mavic Air. I could get an advanced range booster. However, the battery's only going to last so long.
Right.
You have to kind of outweigh the positives and the negatives. Yeah, I'll get more range, but my battery life's not going to increase.
Right. And that's the whole thing with drones is that it takes a ton of energy to keep them in the air, man. It's not like a glider where you could potentially, if you hooked up the Wi-Fi repeater to something like a Parrot Disco, the real question is how far could it go? You know what I'm saying? So let's say I got two 14 dBi instead of two 7 dBi patch antennas, and I attached them to that, and I put it under a high amplifier, which is 3.0 USB drive, right? And I gave it a heavy power capacity on 14 and 14, and I sent it out. How far could you actually take the disco? 7, 9, 12 kilometers before you'd have to bring it back?
Well, just send it one way and have somebody waiting to pick it up on the other end.
True. Hey, Never Chop Stein, you are always welcome to crash on my couch, bro. Bring your butt over here, sir. Look at this. This is great. Never Chop. See, I have dyslexic, right? I'm dyslexic. And at the end of one of my videos, I said, instead of saying never stop trying, I in accident said Never Chop Stein.
Oh, nice.
And somebody created a YouTube channel based on Never Chop Stein.
Nice.
And now I have a kid. Man. I have a YouTube child.
That's
I'm
awesome.
his dad. I'm his daddy, bro.
My girlfriend calls me daddy as well. I kind of like it.
Very nice. All right. So don't forget, guys, to smash that like button. Sub if you like my man boobs. I like him. Exactly.
So would you like a tour, my friend?
Give us the tour, sir.
You will be like the first.
All right, hold
So,
up, hold up. We're just putting E drone as the header here.
oh,
Let
okay,
me
there you
see.
go.
Let
Let's
me
blow
see
it
if
up.
I can. I don't know if I
There we go.
can. Can I choose individual? No, I can't choose individuals.
There you go.
There
Hey,
we go.
You got it.
Boom.
I'm gonna flip it around so we can get the full effect. So this is like walking in the front door. There's the closet. There's my keys. And here's the living room with the nice power sectional there.
Oh, very nice.
Yes, sir. I got a balcony out there. That's
Do you have a?
got trees out there. I live in Dover, so it's like in like a city,
Mm-hmm.
but right there is trees.
Do you
Of
have
course,
a
we got the
safety word taped to your ceiling?
safety word.
Yeah, that's a big couch, man. You got to have a safety word at least attached to the ceiling.
The safety word is drone.
Okay, okay.
Here's the 65-inch
Nice. Fake fire pit and all.
with
Love
the
it.
fake fireplace and built-in Bluetooth stereo system. Yay!
Ba-boom.
Obviously, we got the drone wall there with all my chargers and batteries. And look, I could just have
Classy.
drone stuff all over my house, and it doesn't matter anymore.
Classy, sir. Classy.
And of course, you got the nice little dining area here as well, which I never really use.
Very nice.
Kitchen here with all your nice, wonderful appliances.
I must applaud you on your camera. It looks very narrow, making your house appear much larger.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem,
And
bro.
then get ready for it, man. This is the main event here. Oh, the king
Oh, yeah.
size bed.
Is that bike ever
Yay,
seen any use?
yay. Yes, that is my bike. That is a specialized $600 bike there.
Very nice.
Yes, and I love my bed. It is a hybrid memory foam / spring, and it is amazing.
This guy.
There's your, dresser with another TV, of course. Oh, check this out. I got my own walk-in closet. This is what happens when you go on your own. You get the whole closet to yourself.
Dude, I was thinking of the Quagmire where he opens his closet and a bunch of naked chicks run out tied together.
Where are you? Hey, you're going to love this, man. You ready for this?
Oh, gun safe.
Oh,
Pew,
yeah,
pew, pew. Nice little pea shooter. Pew, 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 pew.
pew pew
9mm. Yes, sir.
Boom.
pew pew.
Well, at least I know how to access your gun now. I'm just going to cut your finger off.
There you go. See,
Yeah.
I even have a knife for you. And last but not least, we got the bathroom. Yeah. Look at that big old counter there. And of course the throne right here. The
Oh,
main
geez.
throne.
That's tiny.
Yeah, but I'll make it work. So you got a nice little shower there, which the girlfriend's already kind of like, left her, marked the territory,
Gotcha.
Women like to do that. They like to mark the territory, leave stuff here and there, pictures, leave stuff,
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's the tour, man. So I'll flip back around. So yeah, and if you ever come up to Delaware, man, you ought to come by. I'll make you a nice lunch, dinner, breakfast, whatever.
Cup of ramen noodles. I'm with it.
Yes, sir.
Classy joint over there. Scott said, "Is this MTV Cribs?"
It's empty.
Yeah, I couldn't be happier, man. My life is taking a turn for the best.
My crib is so messy right now, bro. I'm not showing it to anybody.
I just moved here not that long ago, so give it time. It'll get dirty.
Okay, so Donald, crib
What's
time,
up?
bro.
Mine's a mess. As
That's-
you can see. I can't take my camera out anyway because
Is that where the magic happens behind you there, bro?
Oh yeah.
that's it.
Oh yeah.
He's got the little Pika blind right there, so he can see what's going on outside.
Exactly.
Oh man.
I forgot to tell you, the apartment I stay in also has a nice 6 foot, or no, I'm sorry, 9 foot deep in-ground pool as well.
Oh, the Midnight Light Company, man. You are not letting this go, sir. All right, this has got me back in. The long range issue with quads is battery. I'm thinking flying wing for super long range. Oh, yeah, no. Heck, dude, if you want to fly long range, bro, get yourself a wing. Jeez, dude, I have a buddy. What? Heck, what's his face? The disco. Damn, why can't I think of his name right now? You know what I'm talking about, out in Hawaii. Dustin. Dustin Donnell. Yeah, Dustin Donnell out in Hawaii. God, that dude's making 27-mile flights on this Parrot disco. Whew, craziness, man. And that's with the LTE mod. So, yeah, I don't know if the Midnight Light Company has seen the LTE mod for the Bebop 2 yet, but the same thing you can do with the disco. Yes, thank you, Matthew. The same thing you can do with the disco, you can also do with the Bebop 2. So if you have the Power Edition, you can actually go on some pretty serious flights, man, and still have live feed the whole entire time.
Nice.
Oh my gosh! For everybody's correcting me now. They're like, Dustin. Yeah, no,
I gotta
actually.
say, Dan.
Uh-huh.
I gotta say, Dan, I'm so happy to see like you back, like you, the real you, back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, I figured it was time to stop laying into everybody, bro. Here was my true thought process on this. I saw all the divide happening, and everybody started hating each other, and I figured, you know what, man? Maybe if I piss these people off enough and I make them just as livid as possible, that they'll become so negative that they won't want to be negative anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like almost like reverse psychology in a sense. You know what I mean? And it works. Some people are just like, I just don't want drama anymore. Great, I fixed the problem then. You know, I didn't become a negative person. I could care less. I'm still doing the same thing I was since the beginning. It's just I became the channel that does pretty flights instead of the channel that does modifying and talking drones and, oh, you're the guy with good music and pretty flights. I don't want to be that guy. That's not what this is about. It's not why I started it. Okay, it's time to get back to that root system, that was valuable there at some point. So, we're getting back into
it. Aura there, and you know where there is. There's a bad aura, man.
Yeah.
Bad mojo.
So, is my era my heir?
Not you.
No, I know. Dude, I'm just talking like the whole community itself just fell apart, dude. And you know what kicked it off? When everybody started doing their own live shows. That's when it just crumpled,
Yeah.
And everybody wanted to be famous, and everybody wanted to be the next Ken Heron, everybody wanted to be the next Billy Kyle, everybody wanted to be the next, whoever. Oh, you can make money doing this. All of a sudden, everybody was like, oh, I'm money hungry now. Money. And see, the funny thing is, it was never about that for me. Yeah, I wanted to be a bigger channel, but it had nothing to do with that. I got into this because it was fun, it was enjoyable, and I do someday want to become a larger channel and have fun, but it has nothing to do with the money. This is never going to pay bills, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think when they realized what money you would get and the time you needed to put in,
right,
didn't add up.
And that's why I was trying to say, like, I don't think they get it, dude. This is work, bro. Like, this is work. You work at this because you want it. It's not something you just do because you think you're going to be famous and you're going to make a bunch of money. I put in 1,000 videos in 2 years. That was work, dude. There was nothing fun about that. I did it because I enjoyed it, okay? But it still felt like work to a point because you realize once you start hitting those numbers, you have to keep those numbers rolling forward, So
I enjoy making videos. I enjoy doing the videos, but I hate editing. Oh my God. I hate editing.
I love it.
All the footage and watch it all over again and cut this and cut that, and I'm just like, it's so time consuming.
Do you know why I love it so much? Because you're telling a story.
Yeah,
it's your story. You are sharing that story with everyone, and that's what makes it fun. That's why I used to put so much time in finding the right music and put so much time into these edits. You know, even though I was doing it with my cell phone, I still spent a lot of time on these edits having fun. You know,
That's all I use, man. All my
Scott-
videos I do with my phone.
Scott just jumped in here. Let's see what Scott has to say. Scott, what's up, man?
Scott, what's up, man?
Oh,
What's
Scott,
up, brother?
real quick, brother. You need to pause the YouTube stream because we can hear me talking.
We got echo.
We got echo like crazy.
Okay, let me fix that real quick.
Okay.
Pause the YouTube stream.
Yeah, I love the finished product. That's what makes it all worthwhile. When you see the
What's up, brother?
edit.
No, we're
What's
still
up,
getting.
Scott?
Yeah, we're still getting a lot of echo on that end.
Do you have your volume turned up?
Oh, hold on a sec. Are you using a cell phone?
Yeah.
Your phone does not have noise cancellation. No matter what, it's going to pick up whatever's coming through your speaker and go right back into the microphone.
Do you have
All
any
right.
earbuds?
Do you have earbuds you can put in?
Yeah, let me grab some earbuds.
Okay.
Yep.
What's up,
guys?
guys?
He's checking the latency lag. All right, let's see what we got. Hey, I think we're good.
Testing?
That better?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it.
I still hear a little echo in the background. Is somebody watching the stream in another room?
I hear like a rooster or something.
No, that's my parrot.
Oh,
Oh no, I'm still getting a slight echo from somewhere else in that household.
is there another device playing?
Do you have another device playing YouTube somewhere else in your house?
Oh no, I'm still getting a slight echo from somewhere else in that household.
Tyler, turn that off. Turn the
There it is.
YouTube off on the TV.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
That's probably where the
Echo's coming
Is that
from.
better?
Yeah,
It's all gone.
It's all gone. You might even be able to remove your earbuds
All
now.
right,
It
cool.
might have been the TV.
So,
All right, is that all gone, guys?
yep.
Yep.
You're good to go.
You're good. Must have just been the TV.
All right, cool.
Oh,
Yep.
hold on one sec, guys.
So check out.
Hold on one sec, guys.
Let's see. Oh no, it's doing it again. You're gonna have to. Sorry.
no problem.
All right, we should be good now.
Okay,
Check
testing.
audio.
Okay, good. We're good. We're good
It's all
now.
right. Had to say goodnight to the girlfriend.
Yeah, you got to be better, man.
All right. So check out the these are the squad lights on the Solo. I'm a big Solo fan too.
Okay. Solo's where it's at, man. Definitely. Let's see what you got there.
Oh wow, that's bright.
Okay, so talk to me here, man. I'm gonna blow you up for everybody. Let me see what you got going on there. Is that just one LED strip?
Yeah, it's actually got different modes on it.
Now, how did you connect it? Direct power source?
It's just you just don't have to hook it up to any power source to the drone itself. It's just it runs on a USB charger, so it's pretty cool.
Okay.
What's
that
the
is
visibility on that? Is that would you be able to see that from like 3 statute miles?
Oh yeah, it's bright. I mean, you can't miss it.
All right. Now the only problem is that aerial platforms actually have to blink in a sequence of lights. There's an actual sequence that airplanes can see and read what's happening based on the amount of blinks that's taking place. So that works, but it doesn't quite work.
It'd be
But
nice if it is
Well, there's
programmable.
different mode.
Go ahead.
Yeah, there's different modes on it. So I'll show you a couple of them.
Yeah, that'd be nice, for night flying and being able to have the visibility for 107.
Yeah. I mean, you could definitely see wherever it's at, and it's got different blinking modes, so it's not just squad lights. It's got different modes I could put it on.
Now, have you considered the Polar Pro setup?
I checked out the Polar Pro, but does that have to be hardwired, or is that just is that also
no.
USB?
No, man, that just plugs right into the extension port on the bottom of the Solo and clips right to the legs.
Really?
Yeah, they are way better. They look better on the Solo, but like I said, they don't blink. So Polar Pro said that they are going to put out another version that blinks for the Solo. So hopefully that'll come out soon if it does. So it's like, what is the other one that E-Drone, what's he been playing with? The Luma, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, the Luma Cube.
Luma Cube. Yeah, so
the Cube, I saw that.
The Luma Cube actually blinks aerial patterns, like actual flight patterns. It's supposed to blink in sequence so that they know whether it's a drone or an airplane. So they know it's a flight aircraft.
Yeah,
it's not just
It's like $45 a cube, ain't it?
Yeah, it's a little crazy. That's why I'm glad that Polar Pro is stepping up to the plate, and they say they still think they can do it for maybe $5 more. So the original Polar Pro lights for the Solo that were silly bright, dude, were only $19, $20. So they think they can add in the blinking.
Yeah, I think
for like $5.
I watched the video of yours. You had a set on you did a review on those on one of your Solos, didn't you?
Yeah, they're very bright, man. They are crazy.
Yeah,
bright.
I saw that one. Yeah, it was very bright.
So
I know you took it off. You took off at night, and it was by the trees.
Yep.
But I know you went way out, and I saw you could see it from quite a bit of distance, so that was pretty cool.
Way out there, man. All right, I got to answer this real quick here. He said, hold on, that's not it. Where'd it go? Did he delete it? Where'd it go? Oh, here we go. Can you add extra batteries to the Bebop? The answer to that is yes. Do you want to? No. And why? Because it's going to be too much stress on the motors. And number two, if you know anything about batteries, is that the more weight, the less flight time. Just because you get more power doesn't mean you're going to get more flight time. You're giving up one for another. There's pros and cons to adding extra batteries and extra maw, because whenever you add extra maw, normally the battery is heavier. You lose flight time, you gain power. So, I mean, it's a give and take scenario, man. You gotta really think things through. That's why when I build the Solo batteries, when I pick those 5200 packs and those 5200 mAh packs on 40 and 30C, right? Just because they're 5,000 mAh doesn't mean I'm going to get 15 minutes of flight. Normally, if I'm lucky, I get 10 or 11, and those are the same size as the original Solo batteries. Why? Because they have a higher discharge rating. So though they have more punch power, which is great, I can really hammer down on the throttle and they can do things it shouldn't do because it has the extra power. I still lose flight time no matter what, So it's a give and take scenario.
I started out with 1,300 mAh when it came to FPV quads.
Mm-hmm.
And, for a while, I mean, I still use them and they work pretty well. But now with the bigger size motors, I think it's actually more feasible to go to 1,500 mAh. But once you go past that, you're diminishing on your return because of the weight.
Sure.
I think there's a nice sweet spot, and there's a tipping scale where you go up in mAh, but because of the weight, you end up getting less performance, less flight time. So you have to know where that tipping scale is.
Well, and it's just like, Scott, it's just like you attach that light to the front. Have you weighed that thing to see what it weighs? Is it close to like 40 grams? How heavy is it?
You know what? I haven't weighed it, but it's extremely light. It's really light. I mean, you could barely even, the weight, if you put in your hand, it's like it's barely there.
All right, well, but on a drone, that actually makes every gram makes a difference, and that's why I was saying, if it weighs more than 20 grams, you're probably killing battery life now by carrying it.
No, I can tell you that it's definitely it's a lot less than that.
Okay, all right. So yeah, if you're around like 2 to 7 grams, probably not going to affect it too much at all.
Yeah, it wouldn't be. If I had to guess, it's not any heavier than 7 grams. That's for sure.
Okay. Yeah, it might be kind of fun to. Do you have Solex? Do you have Solex active? Oops. I think he paused himself or something. He lost his audio.
Oh. Hey guys, what's the last thing you see in chat there, Dan?
1040, 1049, all the way to the ground at here.
Yeah,
Last one.
something's wrong with my chat on my notepad here.
Scott muted himself here. Let me unmute him. I don't think I can. Cannot unmute your guest. Your guest has to unmute himself.
Oh.
Nope.
Yeah.
Top Wolf just wrote test. Thank you for doing that there, Donald.
No problem.
Scott, somehow you on accident muted your microphone.
Oh yeah, I see the little slash through there,
Yeah.
so he is muted.
I tried to unmute him, but I can't unmute.
Matt, maybe type it in the chat so he can see.
Oh, I'm sure he can hear.
Well, unless he muted, the sound.
There he goes. He found it.
Oh, you get it?
Oh.
Nope. It's off
Yep.
again. There it is. He's back. He's back.
You're back.
Sorry about that, guys.
It's all good, man.
All right.
So I got a question for you with the Parrot, because I also have the Parrot Bebop. I have the Solo. We have the Spark. We have the Phantom 3 Standard.
Nice.
With the one thing I was curious about, the Bebop 2, I actually got the 3500 milliamp battery with it, which is the same battery as the Bebop Power Edition. Why is that?
Okay, so what is the? Can you flip the battery over? Do you have it with you?
I can grab it real quick.
Can you grab it? I want to see the
Let me
bottom
look.
of
Let
it.
me check it out. I got it right here. Yeah, I'll show it to you.
Who's the manufacturer on the bottom of it?
Let me see real quick. Hey, Tyler, come here real quick. All right, so here's the back of the battery. Let me see if I can try to aim it toward you.
That is an official Parrot battery, that's for sure. Is it 2700 or 3700?
What's the read that back of that? The milliamps.
Oops, Scott froze.
Yeah, we're checking it out for you right now.
Gotcha.
The milliamps up here. 13.5. Grab my glasses real quick. It says 13.5, but it's the milli.
Oh, he froze again.
Wi-Fi maybe.
Yeah. Scott, are you on Wi-Fi or your 4G network?
Oh, he muted again. Geez. Scott, you're muted again. I think he keeps accidentally hitting the microphone.
There we go. He's back. Oh, no, he muted again.
There
Okay,
you
he's
go.
back.
You're back.
Okay, so I missed none of what you said because you froze. You froze on us.
I don't know if it's muting. Anyways, okay, so this is the 11.4 volt and the milliamp 30. It's 350 milliamp.
No, it's got to be way over that. Heck, 350 milliamp. I barely make a toy fly in here.
Let me see here. I'm like half blind without my glasses, anyways. 35. Yeah, it says
35 watts.
This is a 300.
Let me see if I can show. Let me see if I can point it up to you. Maybe you can see it better than I can.
All right, hold on a second. No, I can't read that.
Yeah, it's kind of blurry.
It's really blurry.
But I know it's the same battery as you would get with the Power Edition. That's why I'm curious why when I ordered this Bebop, why I got the battery that's just the higher milliamp than the regular Bebop.
Did you get it refurbished?
No. Mm-mm.
You bought it new?
Yeah,
What color is the drone that you have?
it's black and white.
That sounds like a power edition.
Well, isn't the Power Edition all black? That's the Bebop Power, right?
No, they had a black and a white version. They had a black and white version, a striped version. They had a black version, and then they had an all white version.
Okay, so they might have actually sent me,
A power.
when I ordered it, it was the Bebop 2, but apparently they sent me the Power Edition.
Oh, I mean, the Bebop 2 is the same thing. It's just the problem is the power batteries are not regulated to work on the standard Bebop 2 setup. So if it's working with your drone, I assume you have a power edition.
Yeah, I mean, I've had this drone. I could tell you, I've had this Bebop for over a year and a half, and it's the one that I fly the most. I mean, it's incredible.
Right. Yeah, man. You guys keep saying test. It's because we're down to 4 people in here. Everybody's starting to go to bed for the night. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just wanting to make sure my chat's working.
Yeah, no, everybody's chat's working. It's just there's only four watchers at this point. I'm actually one of them, so I could probably drop out myself, and it should go down to 3.
I'm actually one too. So.
Yeah, so we lost the majority of our audience. It's all good.
Hey, I want to let you know too. Now I'm finding crazy deals on GoPros, man. I got a GoPro Session 5 used in great shape for like $99.
Oh, that's not bad.
No.
Heck yeah, that's pretty good, man.
eBay.
eBay. All right, now
I normally get a little leery about eBay, but this time it ended up panning out.
Right.
There wasn't even hardly a scratch on it. I mean, it's very good shape.
I guess Scott bailed.
Oh.
Poor Scott, man. He was having some serious issues there.
Yeah. I tell you what, man, I'm so glad I got a wired Wi-Fi connection now.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much better because before I had satellite Wi-Fi and it's horrible.
Oh, no.
I mean, I'm on wireless right now. You should be able to see me HD.
When you say wireless, your internet provider, is it hardwired or do you have a satellite?
Oh no, we have it's hardwired, but I'm saying my computer is running on wireless. I don't have direct connect going to my PC.
Right. So basically what I'm saying is when you have a Wi-Fi provider that is wireless, like a dish,
They suck.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
It's the worst. And I've always had wired connections and I've never had any issues.
Right.
And now I'm back on wired, so I'm back.
He said, I'm back, baby.
Back on the net.
Well, guys, I think I'm actually going to call this. We've lost the majority of our audience at this point, and I've been streaming now for 2 hours.
Hold on, we're up to 7 now. Hold on, maybe with a glitch. We're up to 7 now.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, but I gotta get going here.
You got to roll there, Donald?
Yeah.
Well, good to see you, brother.
So, yeah.
Thanks for stopping in.
Have a good night, Donald.
You too there, sir.
And don't forget, guys, if you are not subscribed to Top Wolf Automotive, he's doing a giveaway of 500 subs for a $200 gift card. Make sure you make your way over to Top Wolf Automotive, drop him a subscription, comment on his latest video, get to know the guy. Super awesome individual. And maybe you'll win.
I just subscribed, buddy.
There you go.
Yeah, the video will be out next couple days on the info and all that stuff. So.
All right. Well, we got 9 people in here now. Sorry to lose you there, Donald.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
coming back. It's like it's springing back.
Oh, good. I got a buzz on here. So,
All right, man.
Catch you later.
Yes,
Yep,
sir.
take care,
Later.
man. It's so crazy how it jumps back and forth. I've seen it on my own lives, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you never
It'll
really
go
know.
down to like 2 or 3 people, and then you get ready to end it, and then next thing you know, 5 people come in at once.
Right.
But man, it's good to see you, man. It's been a long time since I've been on anybody's show. So
Yeah. Oh, I know. Trust me, man. However, I'm only taking people I still like. If I
yeah,
don't like you, you don't get an opportunity to be on my channel. Sorry.
I don't blame you.
I'm done with all that, dude. There's been so much backstabbing in the community. I'm good. I'm done.
Yeah, there's been a lot of drama too, man, and it's carrying on right on up the chain. I mean, even your bigger channels, there's lots of drama going on, and it's poisonous, man.
Yeah.
It's poisonous.
You know, GPS drones are down 37% on sales this year now alone. Just 37% just dropped off.
I think people are getting bored.
I think people are too, man. I think the rules are changing too much for people. They're getting tired of it. I think the reality is, man, drones are about as popular as technology wise as toasters at this point. I think people have gotten their fix. They've gotten their fill of it. They're like, okay, until something new and amazing comes out, we're not interested anymore. So
yeah, Scott just commented. He said he was sorry for the bad audio.
It's all good, bro. Who said? Bill said you must be rich. Bed, you must be rich. No. Sean Brooks, Waves.
Sean Brooks, what's up, brother?
Yeah, he's still awesome, man. Sean's still with us.
I love Sean, man. He's great. He's a big supporter of the community.
Yes, he is. Yep. Nope. Sean is a very outstanding individual, man. I still have drones on my shelf behind me because of Sean.
Yeah.
So, yep, he's always been awesome, man, and he's in a bit of a way right now. I wish I could support Sean the way he supported me.
Yeah, I tell you, man. There is still a lot of amazing people in the community, and they continue to keep supporting. No matter what happens, and those are the ones that are in it for the long haul. You can see the ones that kind of come in and they don't last very long, and they don't support one another, and they fall apart. So,
well, I intentionally tried to lose my audience a week ago, and I still hold true to that. So for the people that said I was making a bad decision, I intentionally meant to make that bad decision, and I stand by it. If you don't follow me anymore, I meant to offend you. If you don't like that video, probably best to find the door. If you still like what I do, then you're obviously here, you're being supportive, and you like what I do. So, I'm not changing for anybody. This has been my channel since the get-go. It's going to end my channel. When I decide that I've had enough, I'll walk away. But it hasn't happened yet, and I'm still here, and I'm still having fun. So,
it's easy to kind of lose yourself and forget where you came from and forget why you started what you did. Yep. Because sometimes you have a tendency to just only put out there, like the good experiences and like, the flight vids, which everybody loves the flight vids, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, you don't really learn from a flight vid. You learn from tutorials.
Give me 1 sec. Hold on 1 sec. I just had a question. Scott Drones wants to know if the Bebop 2 will work with fat sharks, and we're about to find out. So give me 1 sec.
Give her a go. Still have keychains. Send your way. He's sending Dan some keychains there. Drone shots. What's going on, buddy? Make sure I'm subscribed to everybody. Go ahead and check your channels out. Oh, I am not subscribed to you, Mr. Drone Shots, but I am now. There we go. Make sure I show that support.
Entertain them for 1 minute, dude. I got to run out to my car.
Yep, you're good, man.
I want to answer the question.
Yes, sir. So, yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to one another down in the chat there and show your support. And if you subscribe to me and I don't subscribe to you, don't worry, I will. I'm going to check all the channels out real quick. I like to always show my support. There we go, Bill Campbell. I now subscribe to you as well. You get Scott's on here. Scott's Drone Reviews. I'm subscribed to him as well. So what's everybody been doing? Hey, Silver Top Flyer, what's going on, man? Haven't seen you in a little bit. How you been? Yeah, don't worry about it, man. I know you will. Don't think so, but Drone Worship will give it a go. No problem, man. Don't sweat it, man. I know you'll get me back. No worries. So where's the chips and the Coronas, huh? Man, for me, it's still a work night, man. I gotta work tomorrow, so no drinking for me tonight. That's more of a Friday night thing for me. I'm doing great, brother. I'm doing great, man. I've been busy, man. I've moved to a new place, new city, got a new job, lots of new different things going on, and I'm trying to keep up with my channel and keep up with content. And it's been challenging, to say the least. It's been challenging. I'm trying to really pump out more content, and it's been extremely difficult during the transition. But things are getting settled in, so to speak. And I think when things get settled in, it makes it easier to make content and to get on top of everything. So absolutely, man. It's been hot. It's been so hot here in Delaware, like 100 degrees. Humidity's like 80%. Feels like it's over 100, but it's supposed to cool down tonight. I think we're supposed to hit 70s tomorrow. Move yourself a lot better here. I've been watching, I hear you, man. I hear you. And you got to get settled in. I'm at the point now where it's starting to feel like home, and I know where all my stuff is now. You know how it is, man, living out of boxes, and you don't know where your stuff is because you just moved in. But getting settled in, man, is so important. And I got my new drone wall behind me now, so that's good. I definitely have always wanted a nice drone wall, and there it is, man, right in my living room. Yep, right front and center. So it's one of the first things you see when you walk in is my drone wall. So that's awesome, man. And you're getting settled in. That's awesome. Yes, and make sure you show that brotherly love down in the chat there. Make sure you subscribe to everybody. Smash the like button. We got 17 likes. Let's see if we can hit 20. Come on.
Okay.
We can hit 20 likes.
Here's where things are going to get interesting. Following along here?
What part of Delaware? That would be Dover right now. I am in Dover, Delaware, the capital of the first state.
These are not Fat Sharks. These are Commander V1s. And on the bottom, there is a HD port that I have just connected into.
Oh, nice.
And if I put these on...
Should be the same principle.
Matter of fact, let's just plug them in. I've never tried to set up HD on these, so we're about to find out. Let me do this. I have power.
RC Funds Diversions. What's going on, brother?
Currently in here. I'm going to turn this on. Power on the Bebop too.
He said, look at these ballers. I ain't
All right, so
much of a baller.
Here we go. Let's find out what happens. I have no idea how to switch these over to HDR or HD.
Does it have like a push button switch? That's how the Fat Sharks do. They have like a switch. You can switch it.
I have a DPI mode. Those are the dioptical. No. Okay, so this may take a second to figure out here, guys. Let's just see where this.
Johnson's up in Northeast Philadelphia. I actually just went to Philadelphia Sunday, man. Went up there to go one of the museums. I love Philly, man. Philly is like FPV heaven.
Is it?
It is, man. It's like one of the places that's nearby that still has like abandoned structures. Thank you, RC Funds. I am more than happy with my new crib, man. Very happy.
All right, let's try mode.
There you go. You might have to change it. Yeah,
I got it.
Oh, you got it.
Oh, I not only have it, it looks extremely clear.
Nice, man. Can you show it in the camera?
That is going to be the bugger, isn't it? Okay, check this out. All right, so Parrot is currently set up on my table. You guys can see that. Now, if you remember me telling you, I do have this connected to the micro HDMI, and the other HDMI port is plugged in right there. You see it? This runs its own Android version of FreeFlight. I don't need to have my cell phone or my tablet connected to this. When I have it connected to HDMI and I have a monitor, then I can fly with... dude, you got to give Parrot respect for this, man. You really do. Okay. Let me see if I can pull this off and show you what's going on inside here. You ready?
Ready.
Remember, it is 2 lenses, so...
Yeah. Just see if you can focus in on one.
That's going to be a problem. Dude, I don't think it's going to be possible.
Yeah.
The brightness is so bright.
Well, yeah, and you'd have to get in there closer.
Yeah, man. Not going to happen. However, I might be able to record DVR.
Yeah.
Post the DVR footage.
There you go.
Might be a possibility. Let's see if I can pull up DVR.
Thank you, Silvertop. Appreciate that, man. I'm excited to have a drone wall right in my living room. Johnson, yeah, he's using the Amways, but I know the Fat Sharks that have the HDMI hookup, you should be able to do the same exact thing. As long as it has the HDMI hookup, which I'm pretty sure. I know mine have it. Yeah, I got the HDMI. I got the HD3s, the Dominator HD3s, Fat Sharks, and they've got
as long as they have an HDMI port, you can do it.
Yep, they got the HDMI right on the bottom, and you just have to switch to the mode because it's a different mode. And you can hook it up to DJI products.
Dude, literally, the controller has a speaker on it.
Nice.
It's doing things. It's singing the tutorial FreeFlight Pro. This is crazy.
I hear it.
Okay. My mind is officially blown. All right. Parrot just became 50,000 times cooler.
Sean Brooks, welcome back. His internet dropped him.
Okay. Let me see how I can get out of here. Oh, I played some video. But dude, the sound that's coming from the Sky Controller 1 is crazy. It sounds like I'm in a movie theater.
That's awesome.
Okay, I have no idea how to stop this. Back button, maybe? Okay, back button worked. Let's see if I can just pull up the flight plan. That's not what I wanted. Did it not connect to the Bebop 2? No, it did. So what am I waiting on here? Home.
How's the lag between the goggles and the connection there with the HDMI?
Definitely not a lag.
Oh, really? I guess because it's a wired connection.
Dude, by turning the brightness down, this looks absolutely fantastic. I have to do a video flying with these. This looks gorgeous.
Yeah, there you go.
Crazy. But I have my SD card in here. I'm just curious why it won't let me. That would be super cool if I could record the flight inside the goggles.
Yeah, I don't think it can because it only records in AVI format, which is a very low resolution.
Right.
And when you're flying HDMI, it's not able to record that high of a resolution.
I literally can't show that to you at all.
Well, if you get a little bit closer, if you turn the brightness down, might be able to see. Can you kill the lights that you have in there? Oh, there you go. You know what? If you turn the light off, there you go. Now come a little closer. I can actually make out something.
I'm trying to
get it in focus. Yeah. I can make out that. Yeah, it gets close, like right there.
All I can tell you guys is it is HD and it looks extremely clear. Best I can do for you, man.
Yeah.
So that is my Commander V1s. These are about a $300 pair of goggles with an HDMI port on the bottom of them, plugged into the Sky Controller 1 through HDMI. No cell phone or tablet used. This has Linux Android system built into it with FreeFlight Pro installed on it, so I don't have to use a tablet or anything. I just fly with the goggles on. That's
now you see what's so amazing about that is on these nice bright sunny days when you have a hard time seeing your tablet or your phone, you put those goggles on, man, you have so much more control and you can just see everything.
Oh yeah, no, totally, absolutely. That's why I said next time I take this out, I think I'm gonna leave my phone at home and just try to fly with this.
Now here's the catch-22. Okay, when you do that, you now have to have a visual observer.
Shh, I don't know what you're talking about, man. Are you saying things right now?
That's why flying with the goggles, you can't fly by yourself because you have no line of sight visual observer.
Connecting to Bebop 2.
So if you do want to fly with goggles, just bring a friend. That's all.
I think I know what the problem is. My phone probably connected to the... I'm like, why do I not have footage here? What is going on? Come on. Let's go, phone.
I actually applied for a waiver to the FAA for my Part 107.
Really?
Yeah, I have a customer who would like me to get some shots of a community that they are developing, but they want a shot from around 1,000 feet above ground level. And, with 107, the highest I could possibly go is 400 feet above the tallest structure in the shot, which is nowhere near 1,000 feet. So I had to apply for a waiver, and I had to basically explain to the FAA, what am I going to do during, this operation to make it safe.
Right.
And, I got thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? 1,000 feet, that's going to make it very difficult to maintain visual line of sight for my visual observer. So what I really thought about was, you know what? If my visual observer has binoculars, they can maintain visual line of sight at 1,000 feet. So that's what I proposed to him. I said, look, I'm going to have a visual observer with binoculars who's going to be watching the drone as I'm flying it to 1,000 feet. I'm going to maintain in communication with air traffic control to monitor the airwaves and everything that's going on up in the sky. And I'm going to have a strobe light affixed to the drone that can be seen from 3 statute miles.
Okay. Well, that works.
But it doesn't mean they're going to grant it. They can still turn it down.
Right.
And I told the customer that. I said, hey, I can't guarantee you I'm going to get approved for this waiver. All I can do is try.
So here's the deal. Scott, does it work? Yes, it works. Am I having any issues with it? No. That is with the Sky Controller 1. He says, I have the Sky Controller 2. Will it still work? I don't know because I don't have the Sky Controller 2 anymore. So I don't think it works the same way, man. I don't think the Sky Controller 2 has an HDMI port. We can check that. Let me go.
I can check if you want, Dan.
Yeah, go ahead. The thing is, I need to know if it runs its own version of Android, just like the Sky Controller 1 does. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I will take a look, see.
Okay, so Lane Last says it does not. I haven't tested it, so I don't know. I can tell you that there's a reason I keep the Sky Controller 1 around, because its functionality is like 1,000 times better to me than the Sky Controller 2. Sky Controller 1 was a beast. It still is. That's why I can't get rid of it. And I bought the black edition so that it takes the Bebop 2 batteries. So I don't have to have the Bebop 1 batteries.
Okay, Sky Controller 2. Let's see what Parrot has to say, shall we?
Lane Last says no, there is a difference.
Let's see. The Sky Controller 2 has a USB port, so that's not HDMI.
That's what I thought.
Okay,
Both
as I can see right now, no, it does not have HDMI connection. So no, it won't work.
So there you go. I stick with the Sky Controller 1 because it does everything. I think it was what it was really meant for, was the Sky Controller 1. The Sky Controller 2 feels heavy, bulky in your hands. There's no lanyard connection for it. It's just awkward. It's an awkward transmitter compared to the Sky Controller 1. Yes, the Sky Controller 1's big. Yes, it looks bulky, but when it's around your neck and you actually grab a hold of it, it feels ridiculously comfortable in your hands.
Now, what do you have invested total between your Sky Controller and your Parrot Bebop? What do you have invested total money wise?
$200.
Really?
Well, think about it. I mean, the Sky Controller 1 we already had, right? I think. How did I end up with the Sky Controller 1? We bought it. It was $100, and we bought this brand new without a controller. So the Bebop 2 was brand spanking new. The Sky Controller was refurbished from Parrot. We chose the black one because it took the Bebop 2 batteries. So I think I'm at $180 for a brand new Bebop 2 and a refurbished Sky Controller black.
Nice, man. I mean, that's amazing for $200. You know, to have. I mean, I saw you when I was down in Florida. You whip out this giant controller with this lanyard, and I'm like, "Whoa, man, this thing looks intense."
No, it is
And
intense.
when I first saw it, I thought the controller was like probably like $150 the way it looks. I mean, it looks solid.
You got to remember when the Bebop 1 came out with the Bebop 1 controller, right? It was $700, dude. Remember that? Like 2013, 2014? The Bebop 1 was a $700 bird.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, the controller hasn't changed quality. It's still the same controller that got released with it. You know what I mean? If anything, it's improved firmware updates and everything else. I'm starting to realize why it was such an expensive controller now, because it has all these built-in features and all these things you can do with it that you can't do with the Sky Controller 2, you know?
Thank you, Sean Brooks. I appreciate that, brother. It's good to be back, man. Me and Dan haven't been on a live stream in a long time.
Yeah, a long time. I know.
It's been a while, man. So you know, when I found out that he was live, I came in the chat. He invited me in, and I'm like, yeah, let me get dressed, and I'll be right on.
Yeah. So yeah, Lane Last says he loves the one Silvertop, man. Bradley, you're more than welcome to join us. Good to see you too, by the way. I'm gonna go ahead and invite anybody who still wants to join the panel now that we're still rolling here. I'm gonna take my headset off because I have to put all this stuff away so it's not taking up room. But give me 1 sec. E-Drone, entertain the folks, man.
Yeah, we're still rolling. We got 9 people watching now. There's
John. What's up? What is the benefit of the HDMI port? Well, I mean, I just showed people how to blow up the like. Well, you tell me, man. I just plugged into my goggles through HDMI, so I had HD footage, right?
Yeah.
And then I can plug into my micro. There you go. I can plug into my
I would not
projector.
jump on a live stream without getting dressed. Yes, that's right. You know. You know how it is, man. You know, you're sitting at home by yourself. You get relaxed. You get comfy. Well, I don't need this on or that on, and
I'll be right back.
Yep. So yeah, HDMI. The benefit basically is you can take a GPS platform that has if the controller has HDMI out, you can hook that controller to the goggles, FPV goggles, whether it be Amways, Fat Sharks, whatever goggle has HDMI in, and you can basically get a high def footage from the GPS drone in your goggles, so you could fly basically with the goggles. Yeah, which is a huge benefit when it comes to precision, when it comes to flying in really bright sunny days. You can as long as you have somebody that's maintaining visual line of sight while you're flying with the goggles, you can see everything. You can get more precision when it comes to trying to film something, get close to something. You don't have that sun glare that you do when you're looking at your tablet, or basically, it's FPV, but it's a wired connection. It's a high def cord that plugs in, so you're getting a high definition, video feed to your goggles. Yeah. Two people can be an FPV with the one is you can put the phone in a VR set. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Have somebody riding along with you. Absolutely. That was the main reason I wanted to get the Fat Shark HD3s, because they have the HDMI in. So if I wanted to fly, the GPS quads, and use the goggles, I could, as long as it has HDMI out. So as long as your controller or whatever drone you're using has HDMI out, you can hook that to the goggles and get a nice feed. So yeah, guys, we're going to be, if anybody wants to join, the link is in the chat. Make sure you guys smash that like button if you're coming in, because we're at 17 likes. I would love to see it get to 20, man. We just need 3 more likes. So if you could smash those like buttons, that would be awesome. Like I said, stock sunshade. Yes, sunshade is nice and it does help with the glare, but when you put those goggles on, man, there's just like hardly no glare. And I feel like it just gives you that precision. Like you can really concentrate a lot better. You don't have the distractions of things around you. When you put the goggles on, it's very immersive. And I feel like with GPS quads, it's extremely immersive. I've seen, my buddy had the Mavic Pro when it first came out, and he got the DJI goggles, that hooked to it, and I put that thing on, and it was amazing. It felt so immersive, and you can get that same experience, with your FPV goggles, as long as you have the HDMI in and HDMI out on your controller and your goggles. So I think it's amazing, man. I think it's awesome. I think the technology has come a long way from when we started, and it's moving very fast. We're going to be seeing, a lot more high definition recording on a lot smaller platforms. You watch. They're going to be making GPS quads much smaller than they are now. I can actually foresee even possibly GPS quads, GPS drones getting, small enough to be like Whoop size. It's coming. It's going to happen. That's the direction that it's going. It's going smaller, lighter weight, more portable, safer. That's the thing. It's safer. People are not intimidated by the smaller drones. It's the bigger ones that intimidate people, that scare people. Nobody gets offended when they see this little tiny drone buzzing around. Oh, it's a little toy. But imagine the power of making that into a high definition recording platform GPS. that's the future. And the technology it's getting there. It's going to get there. All right, let me get back to chat. Dan's back. We got a lot of questions going on here.
Mm-hmm. It's a way safer way to fly distance beyond a few hundred yards because you can't judge relative visual line of sight, huh? Kryptonics is in the house. What's up, Kryptonics?
Hey, what's up?
Sorry it took so long. Yeah, well, here's what I know. I know that drones are about as cool as toasters now, apparently.
Well, because it's become stagnant. It's where the technology hasn't really changed much from what we have now, from what we had a year ago.
It's because they're not listening to the consumers and what we want.
I honestly think that the future is going into smaller GPS quads. And I mean smaller, I mean very small, like almost Whoop size.
Yeah. However,
it's going to get there.
We're already making them. The problem is that even though the tech is there, it's military tech.
Yeah. The Xeno, I have not actually flown it. On paper, it doesn't look bad, but it is a Hubsan. So
it's already got a bad rap out the hole because it's Hubsan.
Yeah, I would say, because how much is the Xeno now? Is it what 400 or 300 or? I would say if you're going to spend that, get something else for that price, because I've heard of some gimbal issues with the Xeno. The Altel Evo, I wanted to love the Evo, man. I wanted that to be like DJI's punch in the mouth and say, boom, here it is. Finally, a company is going to come up and is going to smack DJI in the face and bring them down a notch. And it just didn't deliver, man. It didn't. Me and Dan flew it, and it had issues. Yeah. A lot of other people have had issues.
All right. The Hubsan Xeno is officially down to $246 with free shipping from AliExpress. That just tells you it sucks right there if they're willing to drop the price that much.
Yeah, at that price, you could probably get a nice used Solo, maybe a Phantom. I still, to be honest with you, man, I know the Phantom 3 standard has died, but I tell you what, man, that platform is
amazing,
incredibly reliable.
Yep, 100%.
You won't get a better drone for the money than a Phantom 3 standard. I'm telling you.
I will concur with that as a non-DJI fan. Oops, sorry.
No, you're good.
I will say, as a non-DJI fan, my favorite platform ever released from DJI was the Phantom 3 standard. It was super easy to modify. There was zero restrictions on it. It was absolutely a fun drone to play with, learn on, and it still took fantastic footage.
Oh, yeah. Very good footage. I got to spin you around. My battery is dying. So we got to put in.
Did we just get plugged in? We just got plugged in. Hey.
Yeah, you're getting plugged in.
Nice. I've almost been at this for 3 hours now.
Yeah, and we still have, we still have 11 watching now, man. We're increasing.
Boom.
That's great, man. Forgive me, guys, just a second here. My phone's getting ready to die. I gotta plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in.
Who wants to join us on panel? We need more people on panel.
Yeah, I threw it out there, man. I said, hey, look, come on, hop in.
Get on here. Get on here, bitches.
A little bit of drone.
I said beaches.
Oh, God, that was my table. That was my table.
Yo, I went out and flew FPV with the B flight. Let me tell you something, bro. It is not fun to fly in 32-mile-an-hour winds.
No.
Totally different world, bro.
Yes,
I
it
took
is.
off. I took off. The moment I took off, I was like, this was a mistake. I knew that moment when it rocketed back at my face, this was a mistake.
You know, I flew this little guy here. This is the URAV Bushido. It is a 85 millimeter little brushless Cinewhoop.
Mm.
You know, this thing's pretty. It's pretty nice actually. It's got bigger propellers, you know. So it's you know, it could fit in those nice little tight spots and get that high definition. You know what I mean?
Sure. For those of you asking what I'm eating, I just had 2 red lobster biscuits
Oh,
with, yeah.
oh man, you're killing me. You're killing me, man.
Sorry, bro. With turkey sausage because I like the combination, and then I'm having 2 cheese sticks for my dairy for the day.
Oh, I gotta eat something now. You got me all hungry.
I have 1 Mobula, thanks to E-Drone. It's being kind of an a-hole and doesn't want to fly, but I have one. Sorry, guys. I get one-on-one time going with my food. I can't help myself.
All right, I'm just eating a couple orange slices. Nothing crazy.
All right. How much can I get for my Phantom 3 in your opinion? Unfortunately, man, they're about $300 now. That's about the gist of what you're not going to get much more. And honestly, I think you'll end up probably still having to come down to $250 after all is said and done.
I keep it for that price.
But like he said, I would just keep it for that price. It's totally worth it. Kryptonic says, what is it doing? Yeah, unfortunately, Scott, we've learned that accessories mean nothing to people. Like, they just don't care about accessories. Unless you have like 10 batteries, people just don't care whether it came with a hard case or it didn't, or I don't know why. I had so many accessories for my Spark, and I had people offering me like $200 for my Spark, and I was like, really, bro?
Yeah. Guys, I gotta tell you, man, I got a little bit of a problem. I have an addiction to GoPros.
Dude, somebody stole mine. You should send me one.
They stole it.
I'm mad, dude. Yeah, I was at Home Depot, and I just got my Session 4, and I was all excited about it, and I was out vlogging with it, and I set it down on the counter, and I walked out, and I came back, and by the time I came back, 10 minutes, dude, it was gone.
Oh, man.
I left it on the counter when I checked out at Home Depot, so now I have to buy another one.
I get all mine on eBay.
Yeah, well, and so do I. I'm saving up for 2 hernias. So Dan's not buying cameras right now.
You can find GoPro Hero Session 4. Well, it's funny because there's 3 different models, and I have all 3. You have the Hero Session. See? It says Hero Session. Then you have the Hero 4 Session.
What just happened to your audio?
Mine?
You sound...
the AC kicked on. Sorry.
Holy mackerel. I would say it's using noise reduction to cut out the AC, but what it's done is like made your voice weird. Yeah, no, seriously. Watch the comments now. What does E-Drone sound like?
Sound like a monster. Well, let me see. It's at 70, so let me kill it. It'll kick off here in a minute.
Yeah, helium voice. There we go. Stormtrooper. That sounds accurate. Sounds like you're a stormtrooper behind a mask. You're like, Psh, TK421, why aren't you at your post? TK421.
KK421, why are you not at your post?
Is it off
Follow
yet?
the yellow brick road. Okay, it just kicked off. Sorry.
Okay, hold on. Talk?
Does it sound better now?
No.
Really? Okay, so it must be another issue. Hold on a second. How about now?
No.
Huh. I wonder if it's because it's charging.
Oh, yeah, maybe it's cutting back on some of the power.
Yeah, might be.
I don't know, man. You sound like a stormtrooper.
Any better?
No. Just randomly say Darth Vader every once in a while. Yes, Lord Vader.
Yes,
It'll be
Lord.
It'll be acceptable.
Report to the bridge on the double. Oh my lord, I don't know, man. I don't know why. Wait a minute, Chrome. Wait a minute. Accessing audio and video. Okay, hold on. How's that? Is that any better?
No.
No. I don't know why it says accessing audio and video input. Touch to return.
Who's he asking?
Can you hear me now? Hey, what's going on, Mike Brooks in the house?
Mike, you have a link on your Facebook page to join the panel. You should check your messages on Facebook.
What's the yellow?
He wants to know what the yellow drone is on your wall.
I don't have a yellow drone on my wall.
Who's got a yellow drone?
I don't have anything yellow on my wall.
Oh, I know what he's talking about.
Oh, about this?
No, he said me. I know what he's talking about. Hold on a sec. I assume you're talking about that thing right there.
Oh yeah, that's your sub.
Here we go. I'm waiting to see if that's what he's talking about. Do do
You look so
do
thrilled.
do 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 do. I am thrilled. Okay, that is something probably the majority of you couldn't. I don't want to say can't afford. Probably would never pay for.
He said yes, that's the one.
All right. So, yeah.
Statue report on the double. Lord Vader, return to the bridge. Does that still sound funny?
Oh boy, here we go. All right. This is something that is not offered by the company anymore. I'm privileged to have it. This is the Gladius Advanced Pro model. Yep. This thing is a submersible that has a 2-hour runtime that shoots in 4K with live feed, depth, lock, all the good stuff. It's extremely expensive. It's a lot of fun. And Craig, if you're watching, your eyeballs are still on there. Something like this runs about $2,700. It dives down to like 400 feet or something like that. This is the tether system that connects to it. This allows buoyancy floating buoy. This will drag behind it while it's in the water and allow it to dive to extremely long depths. So you can check out shipwrecks or whatever you want to. It's really fun. This is the controller that it sits in. I'll show you what that looks like. This is the Chasing Innovation controller. So you have full controllability of all the lights, all the switches, all the 4K, everything. Almost looks like a game style transmitter, but it's a lot of fun, man. It's something I put partial investment into, and it worked out in my favor because they discontinued the Advanced Pro model and they started producing the Mini. So I got to keep it which is cool. I don't know, man. It's fun. It's fun if I could ever get my boat out to the areas that it should be more fun to use. So, yeah.
Nice.
Anyways.
Is the audio still jacked up?
Nope, you're back.
Okay, I think I had a button pressed on my phone. So I think we should be good now.
Should be good now. It,
You know what really confuses me, though, like I was saying about those GoPros? They actually made 3 different kinds.
of
Which-
what, the session?
Yeah, like you got the Session 5, which I know the difference between the Session 5 and the Session 4. But I really don't understand the difference between the Session 4 and the Session.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't understand the difference between the Session 4 and the Session 5. So,
Well,
Maybe.
the Session 5, you can record at a higher frame rate, higher what's the word I'm looking for? Pixels, higher quality.
sure.
On SuperView too, so
Right.
you get higher resolution on SuperView with the 5. But I still don't know what the heck the difference is between Session 4 and a Session. But I have one right here that says Hero Session. Okay, Hero Session, and I have a Hero 4 Session, and every setting on here is the exact same as the Session 4 and the Session. The settings are all the same.
Does one have Wi-Fi and the other one doesn't?
No, they all have Wi-Fi. Yeah, you got me, man. Session 5 is better in low light. Yes. I got a date. Oh, nice, man. Good, Sean. You enjoy that date, brother. Uh-oh. Lane says he thinks he knows who stole your camera, Dan.
Oh, yeah? It's probably posted on YouTube.
We're up to 14 now, my friend.
I know, man.
It's hopping, man.
And
hopping.
Mike Brooks still has not joined.
Come on, Mike, hop in, brother. Whatever happened to I'm gonna think of it here in a minute.
Steven?
Yeah.
I still talk to him.
Okay. I've not seen him in a long time.
Steven doesn't fly anymore. He is giving me all his drones.
Wow.
Steven has made a decision to be the rebel, and he doesn't want to fly anymore. He's tired of all the rules and regulations, and so every drone that he's ever bought just sits on a shelf now.
Oh wow. You know, I can see that too, man, because it's very frustrating. It is.
I don't think he's the first one. Like I said, GPS drone sales are down 37% this year.
Oh yeah.
So that's a massive hit to the drone market, honestly. And I think it's going to be worse by the end of 2019. I think we're going to find ourselves probably in over the 50% category. And by 2020, middle of 2020, I think the drone market might cease to have the sales at all like it used to, unless people are using them for commercial use.
Yeah.
Or the FPV people. The GPS drone market might be almost completely done.
I've noticed a big difference just in the toy grade too, in the department stores. They're just non-existent anymore.
Yep. That's because China and the tariffs.
Yeah.
They don't want to sell to us anymore because of the tariff hits they keep taking. Trump has a lot to do. I'm not even getting started on politics, man.
That never ends well.
So I have set myself up for other adventures, guys. There's a reason I added dinghy to the end of my name. I will go get my commercial drone pilot. I've been studying for it now for a while. I will go get my license. I will continue my endeavors and have fun. my audience may not grow in the same fashion because if people stop watching drone videos because nobody's really making them, then I had to chase something else, which is why I got into magnet fishing, and boat adventures. So I gotta set myself up for the future, which is what all this has been about, shaking a lot of the old audience that just doesn't need to be here and bringing on new people and starting a new phase of this whole fun adventure, you know? So
maybe I'll go back to what I originally started with. You know what I started with, right?
what's that?
I started my YouTube channel with Freddy Krueger Halloween costumes.
Oh yeah.
Like legit costumes though. Like, not that stuff you buy in the store. I'm talking about like hand painted silicone masks that move with your face and
Mm-hmm.
metal claws that make the same sound as the movie. I mean, I was legit, man. My handle was eFreddy09.
Understood, Scott. Thanks for stopping in, bro. Thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for being a part of this.
Hey, enjoy, man. Good for you.
You
I'm
know
on
who
break right now. I got looking too much. I'm on break. I need a break.
you know who you don't see anymore? Remember Noble Digger?
Yeah.
Gone. Made me these hats and stuff. Just doesn't do YouTube anymore.
Yeah. Well,
Just
between YouTube itself and all these drone rules, a lot
I know.
of it's frustrating, man.
People are getting tired and walking away.
They are. They're walking away from everything.
Yep.
The platform and the drone.
I know. I've had a lot of people go. It's sad, dude. It really is.
Well, because you know what YouTube is continuing to do, and I've noticed it myself. I'm still getting the views, but the money's just keeps going like this.
I will say that for some reason mine's not adding up like it used to. It doesn't make sense. Like I'll do a video, I'll get $7 added to my stream revenue, and then all of a sudden I'll be back to $131.14. You know, and
Yeah.
I'm like, well, how did I lose $7? Where did that go? You know, and they just keep doing it. BitChute.
Well, there's really no, they set the precedent for what your views are worth,
I know,
and they can change it to whatever they want.
Sure, they're already doing it, dude. Look at it. Look, now they're running 2 ads on every single one, and they're adding on tack-on ads, which means that while your video is playing, there's a tack-on ad. It pushes your like and dislike button down below the tack-on ad. See what I'm saying? They've really they're really letting ads just dominate. So,
and they've lost a lot of sponsors too.
Well, oh well. I don't care because, like I said, I do this for fun. All this really does is gives me enough money to pay my car insurance every month. So, you know, when I first did this, man, I was making a killing, bro. I was doing pretty good. Like I put away almost $8,000 just on YouTube cash, you know, which allowed me to buy the car, buy the boat. But now that I've spent all that money that I saved up from YouTube, my earnings are like $125 a month, 140, 130, you know, and it fluctuates, 109, and then next month will be 135, you know, so, but that's nowhere near what I was making. I was pulling in checks around like almost $500 a month, you know. So
it's unfortunate, man, because you know, I feel like they're punishing the content creators, and without the content creators, there is no platform.
Nope, and I agree with that. However, they've started all these Netflix original series, which is paying them a lot more than the content creators are now. So they used us to get where they wanted to be, and then they are, you know, used and abused, brother.
So would you want to say that the YouTube platform is trying to be the next upcoming Netflix?
I think they already are becoming that. Netflix or YouTube TV, YouTube original series, like they are becoming the next Netflix.
Yeah,
Their prices are crazy. See this? You start talking about money, you start losing your audience. None of them want to hear what you make. It frustrates them. All right, we'll get off this topic, guys. I'm not saying all this to be a dick. I just want you to understand that this is what we go through as content creators, man. I'm not trying to be an asshole or talk about how much I make or why. You know what I'm saying? But I do try to be as honest as possible with all of you through all of this. I'm not hiding anything from anyone. You know, if I made $1 million, I'd say, hey guys, I made $1 million because of you. You know.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
Yeah, we were at like 15. Now we're down to like 9.
Start talking about money on YouTube, people bail.
Well, I will say that if you don't have a passion for doing it, just for doing it, you're not gonna continue.
Not gonna enjoy yourself. Exactly.
No, you're not. You know, it's just not. You don't get paid what you're really worth. What your time.
No, dude. If I added up all the time I put into this to make just a measly $8,000 versus the time I invested into YouTube, right? It wouldn't even come close.
No.
It wouldn't even come close. Hours and hours and hours of editing. You know, 900,000 hours of editing easily, bro. Like just ridiculous, almost 1 million hours. Just, I don't know, man. I'm just saying, like, just obviously not realistic numbers, but you know, dude, it's driving to the location, spending the money to get there, doing this, doing that, having all this camera equipment, making time for everybody, answering all the questions. Plus, I work 3 jobs. And I do YouTube. You know, I get enough to pay my car insurance at the end of the month. Is this worth me doing it for a job? E-drone?
No.
No. But do I do it still? Yeah, because it's fun. It's enjoyable. I still have fun doing it.
And you know, I enjoy helping people. That's the main reason I wanted to do this, was to help people. Because I felt like when I first got involved in all this, it was very overwhelming. And you know, it was hard. Some of these bigger channels, I agree that yes, they have a lot of content, but it's confusing. They don't bring it down into layman's terms. They talk to you like you already know.
Yep.
So I like to bring something to the table where I like to share my experiences, how I've gone through them in a way that hopefully most will understand. You know?
Well, but Lane laughs. That's not why I'm here. I'm not, dude. Anybody can do prank videos. That's easy. Like I could probably go out tomorrow and do one video that would go viral in a half a second. I would take like a mayonnaise jar and fill it full of pudding, and I would go out and eat it in public while people stare at me and just get reaction from people while they think I'm actually eating Miracle Whip with a spoon. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I could do that and it would get like 8 million views in like a month. You know, but that's not what I want. I don't want that, because then you have to keep doing stupid shit, dumber shit, and more stupid shit. You know, I don't want to do that. I wanted to get into this because I wanted to make tutorials, hobbies, and help people. That's what this is about for me. You know, let the kids be stupid.
Not to mention, it's going to devalue your channel to the audience you already have.
Just degrade you as a person, man.
Yep.
I don't know. I'll leave the stupid Tide Pod eating contest to the teens. Bro. Or the dude that told his girlfriend to hold a dictionary, or he was going to hold a dictionary, or no, it was a phone book. He was going to hold a phone book over his heart and told her to shoot him in the chest with a 50 cal. Don't worry, the bullet will stop. The book will stop the bullet. And the girlfriend reluctantly pulled the trigger. What do you think happened? Apparently Dum Dum doesn't realize that like 8 phone books wouldn't stop a 50 caliber.
Oh man.
Dead on the spot. Blew a hole right through him. Boom, right out the other side.
Yeah, Mike's got a good point here, Dan. He said it was always fun to watch, and it was fun to make it too. The old Hubson H501 range test, man. The range
talk about my original stuff.
Yeah, like, well, that's how I started with the GPS was range tests. Range tests were the most fun because, while you're recording, they're catching your reaction, your emotion to what's going on, and you don't know if it's going to come back.
Right.
You're pushing this thing to the limit. You don't know if it's going to come back, and I think the audience is excited to see, is he going to get it back? Is he not going to get it back? And that thrill, that anticipation of what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And I miss doing range tests, man. I do, but I feel like I've come to a point where I've done my range tests. I'm not going to just continue to keep doing range tests, but I enjoy range tests the most. They're the most fun to make.
Yeah, it's exhilarating because you don't know if it's going to come back.
Exactly.
But see, the problem is you get that every time you fly FPV. The only time you got it was when you did a range test with GPS.
Right.
Get your heart pumping, your throat like, oh my God, dude, do I have enough battery to get back? Did I time this right? Did I make a mistake? Is there too much wind? Oh boy.
Yes. Dustin's range tests. Yes, Dustin does a lot of good range tests, and he normally, buys all the accessories and the aftermarket parts and really
Dustin forgets that he's also part of the U.S. And someday that is going. I like Dustin. I have him on Facebook. I talk to him often. I reach out to him in messages. We communicate. I've invited him on my channel. We're trying to set something up where he's actually going to do a show with me. And I can tell you right now, I've talked about this with Dustin. I said, dude, are you ever afraid of them going after you for range tests? And he's like, honestly, I don't really care. If people turn in my video, they turn it in. Dustin seems like a rebel without a cause. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, though I like the guy, he's very knowledgeable. I have a feeling someday that's really going to bite him in the ass big time. Someone will finally push it over the edge, and Dustin will end up paying for it. So
he's got so many views, though, that he's going to be easily noticed.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the problem, though. Dustin says he doesn't care. I have, dude, one of these times I'll take the screenshots of me and Dustin going back and forth, and I'll show them to you guys. Dustin is, like I said, he just doesn't care. He's like, they're not going to enforce it. And I'm like, well, dude, all it takes is one person on YouTube to finally have enough of you and turn you into like an FAA coordinator. And then they're going to review your flights, and then you're toast, dude. You're done. They're going to stick a fork in you, bro.
Yeah, every range test that has been done has been beyond visual line of sight.
Way beyond visual line of sight.
Yep.
So, like I said, man, I wish Dustin the best of luck. I've spoke to him personally about this. I said, man, just be really careful. He's obviously made up his mind. He doesn't care. So, good luck to the guy.
You can do range tests legally.
But he's not doing them legally. He's just flying,
And he's got the resources to do it, though. He's got children. He's got family.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to have someone halfway. A nice set of binoculars wouldn't hurt.
Hey, dude, he flew 27 miles away. There ain't no kids with binoculars looking 27 miles away, bro. No matter how you position them.
Well, you need more than one. I mean, you need 4 or 5.
Of course. But he's not. He's
along the whole route.
But the problem is he's going over the water and visiting other islands. Like he's not. There's no way in the heck he's following the guidelines. So, and like I said, I hate to say that. I like Dustin. He's a really good dude. He's very knowledgeable, but I have a feeling someday that's really going to bite him hard. And that's something he'll have to find out for himself, Everybody's got to learn at their own pace. Dustin's just never had it happen to him yet, So that day that it does, I think he's going to not be such a happy camper. And what he thought was going to be a slap on the wrist isn't so much of a slap on the wrist. So.
Yeah, the visual line of sight rule, I really don't get it, because the GPS quads that we have now are incredibly reliable. They're incredibly accurate. And And what is someone? Okay, you're flying your drone. Okay, you're doing. Let's say you're doing it the legal way.
Mm.
You're flying your drone legally. You have somebody who's looking at it from very far away. They can still see it, so it's still a line of sight, but it's so far away that you can't tell orientation.
Yeah, no.
You
Out the
can't tell which
window.
way it's facing. What good is that going to do? I feel like you have more control looking at your screen than somebody staring up at that sky.
Yeah. I know. Like they can tell if it's going to hit something or not with no depth
That's what I'm saying.
perception.
I mean, you can still see it in the sky, so you're still within visual line of sight. But what's that going to do? How is someone going to say, you need to move a little to the left? You need to move a little to the right. You're getting too close to that cloud. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I mean, I understand when you're up close. Let's just say you're inspecting power lines. I completely get the visual line of sight rule because you're close. You have somebody can actually see, hey, man, you're getting a little close to that power line, or hey, man, you're getting a little close to that building. I completely see it there. But at a certain point, when you get a certain distance away and you're still within line of sight because you can see the craft, what good's it doing?
Yeah. Give me 1 sec, bro. Da-da-da-da. I didn't realize I had so many conversations with Dustin. This is really hard. This is really hard to go back.
Yeah, I mean, and then you just think about, how many people are breaking the laws each and every day and don't even know they're breaking the rules, don't even know they're breaking the laws because it's just not educated properly. People don't know. And I know they're doing these. They're going to be doing these classes, which is good. They should be doing classes. But what about before the class? What about, you know what I'm saying? People don't know. They don't know. Well, I didn't know I was breaking any rules. Didn't say it on the box when I bought it. Didn't say it on the app when I installed it. I mean,
True.
DJI has tried to implement, educating about certain things on their app before you can fly. But not all the drone manufacturers are going to be doing that. So it really does just, it's going to take a lot of cracking down because there's a lot of people that are breaking the rules and the laws and they don't even know they're breaking them.
Oh, yes, I'm sure I have a special place in their heart. Blah, 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 blah. Wow, man, we talked a lot. All right, we finally got to 2009.
Yeah, I feel like FPV is safer because I just feel like you have a better understanding of where the drone is when you can see on board and you can get your situational awareness of your environment way better. You know your orientation better
Right.
when you're flying FPV. So much better. You're more accurate. Even when you're flying a camera drone with goggles on, so much more immersive. You don't have the distractions around you. You know what I mean? You're more immersed in it. You're more focused. You're more concentrated. I guarantee you go and take those onways, you go fly that Bebop, I guarantee you're going to feel so immersed that you're going to have complete control and full concentration.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's the case anyways.
Oh, you will. At least I did, man. When my buddy got his Mavic Pro when it first came out, and he got those DJI goggles or whatever, the high definition ones that you plug into the controller.
Mm-hmm.
Man, when I put that on and when I was flying that drone, dude, I never have felt more immersed. I mean, I felt like I was on board like never before. I felt like I could see things that I wouldn't have been able to see looking at a tablet. You know what I'm saying?
Well, who just jumped in? Meow. Mike just jumped in. Mike,
What up? What up?
how long have you
What's
been here?
going on, brother?
I've been there for about 2 hours.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Good to have you. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's too much reading. Apparently, I've had way too many conversations with him. His wife is smoking, though. If you're watching this, Dustin, your wife is a fantastic body, sir. I just want you to know that.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm positive. 100% positive.
Everybody
Yeah,
wants your wife, so that's a good feeling, right?
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I guess I've just had way too many conversations with him. So.
Yeah, he's a really stand-up guy, and I like him. You know, he actually follows me on Instagram, which I couldn't believe it. They actually wanted to follow me on Instagram.
This is where we're at, bro. Like I don't know, man. I just went all the way from 2017 to 2019, dude. I've got message after message after. Like it was too much to go back through. But I remember his talking about range testing with me and all the fun stuff we jabbed it out with and talked about. But yeah, man, he's. I'll find that at some point. See if I can screenshot. But it's interesting. Like I said, man, I've asked him about it. He says he doesn't care. So. I'm not sure I would ever take that tactic totally, but whatever. I think I would care.
Well, I mean, that's how he. I mean, that's the majority of his videos are range tests. That's his thing. That's like his niche. He's not going to stop doing it because that's what he's known for. He's known for range testing.
Well, he also goes through and tests everything else also.
He tests everything, but he's most popular for his range tests.
Oh, well, he's unrivaled when it comes to knowledge about these things, man. He does such in-depth, amazing reviews. Chasing Innovation just sent me a message. Who told them I was talking about their product tonight? Chasing Innovation hasn't talked to me in forever. She just said, "Thanks for your suggestion, Daniel. Compared to the Pro, the Mini is better in performance and more suitable for consumers." I highly disagree with that, but cheers to that. That's why we don't work together anymore, Gladius. Thank you. As a consumer, I can tell you I won't get the Mini. I'm more than happy with the Advanced Pro. It's heavier. It handles the ocean currents better. It's definitely faster. I would disagree with your thoughts on that. I'm sure a lot of other people would too that have tested your product. So by all means, be the company that doesn't listen to the consumer. Cheers.
Yeah, there you go. So I don't know if you've seen it or not yet, Dan, but have you ever heard of the company V-Fly?
Yes. I don't know why though.
They just released this new buzzer here, okay?
Oh,
now,
nice.
What's awesome about this buzzer is it's completely wireless.
Well, who was just showing me that?
Charges micro USB.
Mm-hmm.
So you can actually affix this to anything.
Right.
Except for, obviously your Gladius, because it's not waterproof.
Not that I need low voltage warning.
But this daggone thing actually has what's called an anti-theft feature, where it actually has a built-in gyro, and it senses after your craft has gone down.
Uh-huh.
It senses if someone picks it up, and it starts beeping very loudly and rapidly.
Really?
Plus flashes a strobe. So I'm telling you, this company, V-Fly, they're a small company right now, but I'm telling you right now, their innovation is getting like awesome.
What's that thing sell for?
What's that, Mike?
Oh, how much does that thing right there sell for?
I think it sells for right around like the $20 mark.
Oh, okay, cool.
I would spend $20 like 3 or 4 times over to have the security of knowing that when my craft goes down, because let's face it, I mean, even with a GPS platform, you lose telemetry sometimes. You lose signal, and you don't know where your craft may be. So if you're at least close, this is going to give you a better opportunity to find it. Especially if you're flying in low light situation with that strobe flash. It is, I'm telling you, it'll hurt your eyes. It's that bright. Yes. Lane says, does it help you locate the drone or just since? No. So when you're okay, so basically when you arm it, okay, you arm the beeper, you affix it to whatever you want. When you go to take off, it basically knows, okay, it's flying. When the motion stops from you landing or crashing, it goes into what's called the alarm state, and it starts to beep. It'll do like a one beep every 6 seconds or whatever, and it'll flash the LED or the strobe flash if it's dark. Now, in that time period, if it senses it's being picked up while it's alarming, then the alarm beep gets very fast and it's very loud and distracting. Basically, would let whoever's in the area know that something's not right.
It'd be nice if it could double up as an aeronautical strobe.
Yeah, really. That would be awesome. I mean, it's super bright. I mean, in the form factor, I mean, you see how small it is.
Yeah, no doubt.
The company is called VFly. So if you go to viflydrone.com, that's their website. But I thought that was amazing that they actually have, these built-in gyros and all this to detect that stuff. Something that's not just for FPV quads. This is for, you can put this on your GPS quads, your RC cars. I mean, you can put this on anything. Anything RC, anything that you might worry about losing.
I can see where that would come into handy. Situation like, your bird goes down and somebody else says, either if they're upset with you or whatever, and they try to grab your bird and run off with it.
Yep.
But that thing starts squealing and all that other crap, and they say, I'm going to get rid of this thing.
It's ear piercing. It's so loud.
And like when Dan takes and he puts that little jumper he's got out there on that Wi-Fi repeater and runs it around the neighborhood, and somebody tries to steal it.
Yeah,
then that could go off
screaming.
Yeah. Yeah, and believe me when I tell you that when this thing goes off, anybody around the area is going to be looking like, what the heck is that?
There is a question there for you.
It is manufactured and sold by VFly. That's VIFLY drone.com. That's the website. They're called VFly.
That name sounds familiar. Did they used to make something else?
That's what I'm saying. I feel like I've heard that somewhere else.
They actually have made drones.
That's what I thought.
They've made drones, which a lot of people really liked, and they want them to make more. They also make the buzzers that you can actually wire up to your race quads. And they actually, when you plug in your battery to fly, it charges it. And then if your battery gets ejected, the little 1-cell LiPo on there will make it beep for up to like 30 hours.
Phew.
This one's the same thing. It charges in about an hour and a half on a micro USB. And this thing will continue to beep for up to 30 hours on a single charge. I mean, that's going to give you a long time to try and find whatever you lost.
No doubt.
I wish I had had that a couple times. I wish I had had that on my Hudson.
Yeah.
I wish I had had that on my first race drone that I lost. Yeah.
Out of all the effort that went into trying to find that damn 501S of yours, Eric, man, it's unreal that it was ever recovered, man.
Never recovered, man. Hours of searching.
Multiple drones out there doing searches and manpower everywhere. Real.
I'm sorry, I was wrong. It's $15. Sorry, the Midnight Lake Company just went ahead and ordered one.
How much did you say they were originally?
I thought they were like 20, but they're 15.
That's cheap.
For what it does and how loud it is and the strobe flash feature, oh, it's worth that 10 times over. 10 times over, man. I'm telling you. And the company it's a smaller company, but I'm telling you, man, their innovation is really impressive.
Sorry, I'm installing BlueStacks right now on my PC. Does anybody know what BlueStacks is?
Nope.
Nope.
Is that a new kind of weed?
Yeah. BlueStacks is, think about like a VM, a virtual machine. It allows you to run Android on your as a VM, a virtual machine over your Windows. But what it allows me to do now is I can actually hook up the Wi-Fi repeater dongle to my USB port on my computer and sit inside my house and send the Bebop. I can fly just while sitting at my computer through my screen and a Bluetooth controller while using the Wi-Fi repeater as the base station. So I'll have,
nice.
Yeah, so I'm working on the BlueStacks setup right now. After this, I'm going to install Free Flight Pro to my PC.
So you can now fly in the AC when it's 100 degrees out.
Exactly. Now you're getting it. I'm telling you, man, I have all these ideas up here, bro. Too many ideas. Not enough time.
I've been flying from my vehicle still, man. I crank that AC up and I put it on the roof of the truck and I send it.
That's what the repeater's for, with a power bank. Throw it right on top, get back in your car, and good to go.
That's it, man. Turn your radio up and ask tunes while you're flying.
First boot may take up to 2 or 3 minutes, depending on your PC's performance. Starting BlueStacks, please wait. Yeah, BlueStacks, if you guys didn't know, is free now. Originally, BlueStacks was a charge service, but it's 6 times faster than the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. The BlueStacks 4 for your PC is actually very stable now. You can play all your Android games and download all your Android apps to your computer if you want to tinker with things without having to use your tablet anymore. Or your
Nice.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't downloaded BlueStacks, you should probably check that out if you're into GPS platform.
BlueStacks.
Yep, BlueStacks.
It's got a catchy name.
You like that?
I do like that.
Yeah, I like you too, bro. It rubs on its skin.
Man, we've been streaming for 3.5 hours.
Yep, almost 4 hours.
Holy cow, man. This got to be like a record.
You just jumped in. I've been at this for a long time already. I can tell you right now, my hernia is not happy. That's why I kept going, all right, maybe it's time to shut this down. I feel like the bulge is getting bigger.
Yeah, well, we're dropping back off again.
Yeah, no, we're down to 6, man. So, like I said, I'm probably going to... Mike, you took too long to get in here. You get BS'd.
Sorry, man.
Yeah.
We'll do it again.
Dick.
My schedule's a lot more forgiving now.
If I'd known you was, planning on doing a thing tonight, man, I would have gone out of my way to have been here earlier.
Well, my fault.
I just never know about you, man. I never know what you're planning on, if you're in the mood to do this or not.
You never know. Sometimes I'm just like, yeah, let's get her done, bro. Other days I'm like, I don't want to do anything.
Yeah, the beauty about going live though is, man, no editing.
No, I don't just dump them, bro. I leave these up, man. The first 10 minutes of the stream was all about what the Bebop 2 stalling motors problem was about. Everything for the past 3 hours and 20 minutes has been us just pulling on each other's dicks.
Well, I should have been here earlier then. Damn, I missed out.
Yeah.
See?
It was a circle jerk before that.
No, I was thinking I'd get in here and we talk about, like Steve getting that on with everybody else because our hobby got tuned.
And there was a midget involved. You missed the midget, too.
Oh, damn, I didn't.
10 little people invading streams all the time.
I don't know, man. I kind of, from what I see so far, I really like your new platform, man. I like it.
You like this?
I like
Lane
that it
left.
has your name. I like that you can pop out the individual, messages. I feel like it's been stable so far. I mean, the whole stream.
Oh, yeah, no, it hasn't had a problem. And if I want to look super sexy, I could just shove you guys off in the corner and just be me. Hey, boys.
See?
Yeah.
Can you set the messages up to automatically pop all of them?
No, I haven't figured out how to get into all that yet. There's I don't know, man. There's still some settings that need to be worked on. Like I'm clicking on settings right now. But remember, this is a beta service right now, so they're still trying to figure out everything.
I hadn't heard of StreamYards until you messed with it that one night, but now I've seen 3 or 4 people use it.
Yeah.
So
This is the first time I've ever seen it, been on it. I think it's great, man.
no real hassle to get into it or nothing, and
No. Sure as hell beats Skype. I hate Skype.
I've never used Skype, so I don't know. Of course, I don't use a lot of crap like that, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, or none of that crap, man. I'm not.
Yeah, whatever Ken Heron uses, I can't stand it. I tried to get on, and it just was not compatible with my Android device.
Oh, that's right. You were supposed to be a guest one night on his show.
And I could never connect. I tried numerous times, and it would not connect me. And he later tells me that, oh, well, it prefers Apple devices. I said, well, I don't have an Apple device.
Yeah, I think he tried to call you a couple of times, man, and then he
Yep.
came into the show later that night and said, "Hey, man, I'm here.
Yep. Yeah, for some reason, I think the Skype likes, a certain brand.
Yeah, it's sort of like DJI likes, the iOS crap.
Yep, exactly.
So it all depends on how software is initially written.
Oh, yeah. But you know what? When you look at Ken's shows, he always has hiccups. He always has technical issues.
Well, he's got a lot going on there too. So
He does. From the experience I had, I don't like Skype. I'd much rather do Hangouts or even better this. This seems to be incredibly reliable.
yeah, so
Yeah,
far,
no,
so good.
it's solid, man.
Yeah,
It's a lot more solid than a lot of the stuff we've used in the past. So,
yeah.
but anyways, guys, we're down to 4 people. I think I'm calling it, man. I'm getting
Yep.
tired myself, and I got to mess with this app before I fall asleep and finish my laundry. So, yeah, things to do.
Absolutely, man.
So,
Good to see you, my brother.
yes, sir.
We'll do it again.
Yeah, I'll hopefully I get that drone figured out and we get the mobile stuff in airborne. We're still working on the flywoo too, so
Okay.
we'll see.
I'll be looking forward to that flight video, man, because once you get it running, man, she flies great.
Dude, this beeping thing is annoying. I don't know
Yeah.
it just keeps beep 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 beep.
Yeah. it was annoying when I had that problem and I went back, to the firmware and was able to. I figured it out that the firmware I had put on it, it wasn't compatible.
Right.
So yeah, I would say go back even further. Go back another. You know what I mean? If you're on Betaflight, 3.5 or whatever, go to 3.4 or 3.3.
Yeah. I'll give it a go. We'll see.
I hope you feel better, man.
Yeah. Hey, surgery soon, man. You'll know when I'm not making content. I'll be in the hospital doing weird videos again. E.T. Phone Home. With the little red light on my finger.
You got to, man. You got to, man. Enjoy life, man.
Yeah. Speaking of red lights, I want to get some of them LEDs you got, Daniel.
Bring everybody along for the ride.
Cheaper to buy them than me to mail them to you, bro.
No, that's fine. I just want to get some.
Oh. Yeah, no, the finger lights, man. Finger lights is what they're
Put a
called.
beat up and be enough, and because I'm planning on doing a lot more night flights, and hopefully, what is that Lance system supposed to be up for us tomorrow?
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
Please
All
sign
right, guys. I'm signing out, and we will do this again soon.
Sounds good, man. Catch you guys on the flip.
Have a good night, guys.
Yeah.
All right,
To the real.
Don't be a stranger.
No.
Hmm.